All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me, if the mic sounds all right, if you don't mind hitting that number 1. Again, if the mic sounds all right and you can hear me, hit that number 1. Kyle, Ask a Guy, Trucking for Dividends, Philly, HR, Matt, Steve. All right, sounds like we are in business. Vonday, thank you. Perfect. Dawn. All right. Well, very quickly, before we hop in, very quickly, if you enjoy watching this in the archive, and you are watching this in the archive, to ensure that you continue to have something to watch in the archive, gotta help and use code Clay, support this stream. It is totally viewer supported, no sponsorships or anything like that, maybe someday. But right now, it is reliant on you helping to support, and the best way to support is to use code Clay, which is a good win-win for everybody. You're saving money, you're taking advantage of whatever the current promotions are at these prop firms, and then you're helping, like I said, support the stream. I recommend Take Profit Traders, my prop firm of choice, but like I said, these are all the different prop firms that I do have a code with, so like I said, take advantage of the deal, save yourself some money, and help support the stream that you enjoy watching. So thank you, everybody, for your consideration with that. All right, well, good morning, everybody. It is, I think we have an issue. Surely there are more than 9 people here right now. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, okay. I guess you guys can all hear me, right? It says that there's 13 people here right now. There's usually, we have more. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody can hear me though, right? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, viewer count is off. Oh, you've noticed that across the board, Kyle? So it is just yes, okay. All right, then I won't worry about it, and I won't think that yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, what? Okay, anyways. Well, I won't focus on that then, and we'll just assume that it's some sort of glitch across the YouTube today. But good morning. It is Monday, It is March 30th. The year is 2026. I think Jerome Powell is maybe still speaking right now. I don't know that for sure. But it has been not a lot of trades for me. If you were here last week on Friday, not the greatest day. Overall, the week was fine, but it just, whoa. All right, yeah, I would assume Powell's still speaking, and he just said something. But yeah, not a lot of trades for me today. I am a little red on oil. We'll see if we can get that back. But I'm showing 240 views. Okay, well, I think views and viewers are two different things, Hoover. So it seems though the viewers is what's messed up right now, because I see 15. And usually there's quite a bit more than 15 here at this point. But yeah, so I have I kind of reflected out over the weekend and just I don't know. I don't know if it was smart or not, but I kind of cruised around social media. And social media is always difficult because you have a bunch of people and people love to post their highlights. So it can become one of those things where it seems like everybody but you is making money. But I did see that, other people are out there struggling too. So I was like, all right, maybe I just need to tap the brakes a little bit. Because I don't want to fall into some sort of groove where I'm cooking like accounts every day or every other day, especially pro accounts. I want to be very careful of that because, again, the way I manage and look at all this is each account itself is a trade. So just as a trader, you obviously, you don't want to put yourself on losing streaks of trades. You don't want to have very inconsistent days where it's like bad day, good day, bad day, good day, bad day, bad day, good day, good day, bad day, bad day. I want to have some sort of consistency. So I've definitely taken a step back. And did I miss some trades today? I don't know, maybe, but I don't know. So I'm either overthinking things or I'm being smart, but I need to chill out a little bit. And I don't know if anybody else feels this way with the environment, but it just, even today, even this morning, I would say it was a good decision because I was watching this. Now, to be fair, as a scalpy scalper had about 20 points to work with right here. So from a scalpy scalp standpoint, fine. But anybody looking for more follow through, anybody looking for just to let the thing work for them, it did not work out at all. And then anybody at all that tried to play this, buy the pullback here, well, that was just a full blown breakout and then just a dump. So, I mean, just stuff like that. So I don't know if any of you, I have not cooked any accounts today or anything like that, but I can see a lot of people having cooked accounts on this action right here. But this is what happened also on Friday. There was like an area that I thought that looked really good, and it did break out, and then it just dumped right back down through there. So I don't know. Maybe we're in an environment now where you find really good breakout levels, and then you just throw a short up, I don't know, 5, 10 points above that level and just look for the fake breakout, because that seems like all that's been going on. So, yeah, it's just one of those things where I am erring on the side of caution, and I think that's the wise thing to do. Chuck cooked a pro account and a test, okay? Be consistent is a new way. They froze my account for now. Be consistent is the way. They froze in my account with no news. What, did you have another $10,000 day, Vin? Cooked 2 test accounts today. Pressure was card this morning. I struggled, but got slightly green. I learned something today. If you use the lockout on TraderVate, it closes all accounts. Yes, Monk, that is true. I think that catches some people off guard. But anyway, so if you've cooked an account today, I can see why, especially at that morning phase. But I have not, and I'm not gonna push the issue. Now, this is also where the live stream as a business thing and trading kind of butt heads, because I am trying to grow the live stream. I do want to keep and retain viewers and grow viewers. So I'm gonna make trades, but am I going to be like slinging around massive amounts of contracts? I don't think so. But the stream is young, and we know that this is a very mental situation. So made a whopping $15 today. Well, I mean, and that's fair enough, but I'd also just say, well, if that was with good habits, and it sounds like it was, not a lot of setups today. So therefore you haven't been trading, and that's what you want. As I've always said, I trade based not on I don't trade days based on like a daily goal or, I need to make XYZ amount of trades. I just trade based on setups. So if there are 6,000 great setups in a day, hopefully I've made 6,000 trades. If there are 4 good trades in a day, hopefully I've made 4 trades on that day. Easier said than done though. Up 4K today. Wow. Yeah. Philly, you're just in a groove, man. I don't know what else to say about you, Philly, then other than just keep it up. The Nimitz chemical factory in southern Israel Reuters reported that it was hit by Iran missiles. Activations ordered. I blew up 50K. That downtrend on that downwards move wasn't expecting all that was averaging. That downwards move, it just kept going down. Now is Powell talking right now? Do we know if Powell's speaking still? I know he started at 10:30. I don't know how long of a speech is supposed to be. Really, I thought there maybe would be some bigger swings, but he must not be talking about anything too serious. Well, Vin, I'm a little confused. Why do you not open up another account? Why are you not doing that? Like, you're clearly in a groove. You're crushing it. Why not open up another account? CNBC has him on air still. But how are your days going so far? He's taking questions? Okay. So kind of a sketchy period. But yeah, how are your days going so far? Good, bad, green, terrible, great, blue an account, pass an account, qualified for a payout? You just heard me kind of ramble on about my day, and I guess I'm in a form of trader rehab right now. Again, not that last week was a train wreck. It wasn't. But it's just, I think this environment for my strategy, I don't know. One green traded an eval. Morning clap, 1495 on new eval. Nice job, Corey. Even usually Mondays to collect data. Even usually. What kind of data do you collect, McCoy? Monk up 600 funds when I locked out. About anyway from passing nice. Yeah, I don't, yes. I'm not sure what Vin is doing per se. I'm kind of confused. Hey, Tony Gold. What is oil up to right now? Currently trying to pass. Oh, okay. So you do have more accounts. All right, Vin. So what you're just referring to your current pro account, but you're right now working on your other accounts. That makes sense, Vin. That makes sense. What's crazy is the one day I try to follow the trend, it goes completely. Yeah, I think this happened though on Friday. Oh, I'm sorry, we're looking at. I think this happened though on Friday too, right? I think that same thing didn't work out. I could be wrong. Yeah, so here's Friday at, I might be wrong here. Okay, okay, yeah, never mind. Because this was kind of already in a downtrend. So that's also where I tried to play a breakout right there and got dumped all over. But at least this one was in a downtrend, so I guess I don't have quite as good of an excuse. But this one was definitely more so in an uptrend. So yeah, I hear it, Evil. Yeah, thinking that it's in the uptrend, 50 period sloping up, 200 period sloping up, and then it just goes down through and, I mean, barely cared about any of those levels. Yeah, I don't think Trump can really do anything anymore. His trick of negotiations are doing well, all this sort of stuff. The market's like, yeah, this is the 87th time you've said that, and then nothing has changed. So yeah, we're not going to really believe you anymore. So I think, yeah, no pun intended, but I think Trump is out of Trump cards in terms of what he can say to try to maybe stem the bearishness out there. I mean, we've heard how Iran has their navy destroyed about 40 times now, yet they're still, just, I mean, you guys don't understand. Like, I don't know what else he can really, unless he just blatantly lies and it's like, okay, we've reached an agreement. But then at that point, it's like, okay, well, would the market believe that, or would the market be like, well, we're going to wait to see what Iran has to say? I don't know how they'd approach that. YouTube is glitching today. Yeah, thank you, Kevo. I'm not going to, I saw the numbers and my stomach dropped a little bit. I'm like, wow, did I just crash? Like on Friday, it seemed like it seemed like last week was a fine, stream of, numbers and blah, blah, blah. And then, I started up today and I saw the viewers waiting and it was like 5 people. And I'm like, what, 5 people? Usually it's been at least in the mid-20s. But then, Kyle said that all the numbers are gone across YouTube or down. So I'm aware of that, Kevo, but I appreciate you still making sure that I was aware because, it was a little disheartening at first. Hey, morning, Ronnie. Read of my props, but I made the $100 in my live account, so I'm out the rest of the day. What's significant about the $100 on your live account? Okay, it might be getting us short here. Let's see. On the 5-minute over here, we do have the 21 EMA. The price is right there at that. And then we're right up here next to the 50 SMA. Hey, Renee. The 7:30 candle cooked a lot of accounts. What time are you talking about? Are we talking Eastern or Central? Okay, I'm short. See if we can get some kind of rejection. Oh, no, I don't want to sell. I want to, it'd be a buy. Okay, so I took one. I could, oh goodness. Oh, crap. So there's a delay out here. On that order, when I put that in, it did not. It did not show up right away. So I'm trying to figure out, do I let this thing work or do I just hop out? I guess I can let it try to work out. Again, I did take one out, but it could still be a losing trade. Put my stop up. Oh yeah, that was still even a little delayed there. I mean, obviously my orders are still out there, but guess I probably should have just scalped. I mean, I'm talking in hindsight now when it's looking like I'm going to get stopped out, so it's easy for me to say. I probably should have just scalped, but I should have. But usually that's how I start off the live streams, are with scalp, so that's what I mean. I really am struggling and with the market. See, it doesn't seem like I can do anything right, so there we go. And then it's going to come right back down. Okay. What's up, Clay? Blew up my pro account. You were not paying yourself, rookie? You were just building buffer? Are you seriously going to come all the way down? Am I understanding that right? Hey, Timbo, good morning. And then another Tim. Oh yeah, and Powell's talking too. Yeah, that's that's fair. Yeah, I decided to take a trade while Powell was speaking anyway. So yeah. Good job, Compton. All right, you're starting to get a groove. Very good. Do I ever use tick charts? No, not really. I've looked at them, but no. Like, do I use them on a routine basis? Yeah, no. The spirit in which you're asking the question, the answer is no. I do not use them. I don't have anything against them, though. I know some really good traders that are part of the private community. They use them and they do very well. So I don't have anything against them. I don't use them. Green 300 with just one MNQ. Good job, Alfonso. Hi, Clay. Outspoken vocals. You suck. Thanks. Yeah, oil kind of chilling. Where did Rookie go? He never gave me confirmation if I understood what he was saying. He's probably gone. If he's saying what I think he's saying, he's probably very, very demoralized, which is completely understandable. So maybe he's not here anymore. I don't blame him. But yeah, that would be a good reason as to why I'm on team. Just pay yourself. Because if you try to build buffer, and then if things go really, really bad, they can get even worse when you're like, wow, I just wiped through $9,000 worth of a buffer that I could have had in my account. Powell says risks to economy suggests rates could lower or higher. Gotcha. So he's pretty much not saying anything then. Claire, the markets open the day after Easter. Yes. In fact, the markets open up on Easter at 6 p.m. Eastern. Although the markets are totally closed on Friday, which is, the markets are open on Thanksgiving for a little bit of time. They're open on, I think, like New Year's, I don't know about New Year's Day. I don't know about, maybe, are they open on Christmas for a little bit of time? Maybe, I can't remember. But like, there's 4th of July, they're open for a little bit of time. There are some really big holidays where the markets are open. Sure, they close early, but they're open at least in the morning. No, Friday, Good Friday, they're totally closed. They close Thursday at their normal time, and then open up Sunday at the normal time. But yeah, so once they close on Thursday, they do not open back up until Sunday at 6 p.m. So that's the one thing this week with Good Friday. Yeah, I agree with that, Todd. Hope April month market recovers. Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, we're all. I think we all know this. We're all at the mercy of the news cycle right now. Yeah, Timbo, that's once again, I'm not saying there's a right or wrong reason or answer, but it does seem like you would be the exception and not the rule Where if you're to say, no, building the buffer helps me. Like, it truly does help you. Again, I don't have any empirical data to back this up, but I would call you the exception and not the rule. For most people, I think you should just take the payments as you get them. Which, again, is what's great about okay. All right, I'm going to... I don't know. I keep forgetting Powell's speaking. So right here, we can see we're at the 50 period set moving average here on the 5 minute. Maybe it wants to come back down, but again, everything, it's a weird, it's like choppy, but it's not choppy. I don't know how to explain it. But like 5 minute looks great for a rollover, but you know, when Powell's speaking, it's just like, well, is it actually going to be a rollover? And I'm going to try. All right, I'm short. Oops. All right, come on down. I know I could be taking a scalpy scalp right now. But this candle's about to close. And it could be looking like a really nice candle. Put out a couple of targets there. I'm not going to lie. I just saw the P&L. I just P&L trade. I did it. I shouldn't do it. That's the dangers. I looked at the P&L and I'm like, wait a second. I could get this back to green. I'm just going to take it then. That's not a good way to trade though. Watch this thing now dump. I hope it does. So it just punches me in the gut and offers me a nice public lashing reminder of why trading the P&L is not smart. Because that's going to be embarrassing. But that's the truth. Literally the only reason I got out is because my eyes drifted down here. I noticed that if I got out, that number could be green. So please dump. Please dump and publicly humiliate me on why you should not trade the P&L. Oh, rookie's back. Okay, so you didn't withdraw any money, rookie. That's what you're saying? You just were leaving it all in your account to build the buffer? And that right there, folks, is why P&L trading can be absolutely devastating. Oh, oh, that's embarrassing, folks. That is embarrassing. See? Don't do it. Don't look at your P&L. Don't look at your P&L. Okay, I can't. That's a universal rule. I get it. We're all different. The vast majority of people that I've come across, if you look at your P&L and you start to see the numbers flashing around, it plays too many mind games. I suppose some of you can look at it and it doesn't affect you at all. But I would call you the exception and not the rule. Maybe a long down around this area if it wants to pull back some more, but yeah, Dan, that makes sense there. I'm definitely talking about more in just like a general trading sense. But yes, there are little nooks and crannies like that where it may make sense to do something like that. That's fair. Like if all right, well, so this is still working over here, so it's not like Tradovate just dropped off. That's still working. But why this decided to just go blue, I don't know. I guess I'll just close it out and then reopen it. All right, let me get logged back in here. Should I install it and relaunch? I guess. How long is this going to take? Yeah, we'll just do it real quick. Please, yeah, watch this one be one that takes like, okay, your installation will be ready in 15 hours from now. Okay, that was not the case. That's good. I don't know if that's why that happened or what, but there we go. Well, for all you Tradovate people out there, apparently there is a new... Okay, so I can just do this right on the screen then. Nobody can see the goods. At least I don't think they can. All right. Waiting. Okay, you should shrink down. There we go. There we go. There we go. There. Okay, there we go. Good. Good. All right. All right. We are back. We are back in business. Did anybody else's Tradovate out of curiosity do that? Paul's still answering questions. Yeah, exactly, Kyle. How did you know? I don't know. Oh, okay. I was going to get short here, but then I just looked right over here at the 5-minute. And yeah, the 5-minute is literally sitting on top of the VWAP and the 200 period simple moving average. So I'm going to, not that the price can't go through there, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and not short right at that level. That, if anything, I'd probably be more interested in potentially a buy right now. Mine is acting strange. No lockout button today. Okay. Yeah, I have the lockout up there. That last trade, no, the first trade, that was a loser. Yeah, mine, it was definitely acting goofy there too. With like some delayed stuff going on. God, I think the viewers might be fixed now. They seem to be coming back up to where I would expect them to be, give or take a little bit. So maybe YouTube's got that glitch figured out. Again, too scared of short here on the 2-minute. Now, on the 2-minute looks completely fine. But what I'm saying is on the 5-minute, as I was just showing you, I want to see if it... Because I don't like going long here because of this failed bounce. But at the same time, I don't like going short because it is... so it's not clean. For me, it's not clean. The 5-minute and the 2-minute are in conflict with one another. So I got to wait and see how this movement here wants to actually play out. No, easy. I'm not a Kool-Aid drunken cult member. So no, absolutely not. Well, okay, let me put it this way. Maybe I do, but the reason why I would do it is not because of that, because all he does is taking stuff that's always existed and then like put a marketing twist on it. So I guess to be fair, perhaps, but I don't do it because I learned it from the cult leader or blah blah blah. It's just a lot of his stuff is just retwisted. It's just remarketed. Right? Like a support level. Instead of just saying, oh, it broke support, he's like, no. You have to call that a structure. That way you can sound cool and say it's a break of structure. Like just stupid stuff like that. So do I play breaks of structure? I guess I just happen to call them breakouts or breakdowns. Like what I thought was like just normal lingo for it. It's okay. Maybe I do, but not because I learned it from him or think what he does is anything magical. Just the only thing magical he does is he's a brilliant marketer. I'll give him that credit. Brilliant marketer. What do you call it? Call what? I'm self-taught. What do I call structure? I'd probably call structure a pattern, you know? Yeah, I'm still working on my. I don't know why, but yes. Well, the younger one is explained. Like I know he's got a lot of younger people that follow him. That makes sense. But I don't. But then he has. It seems like a lot of people, foreigners too, that like to follow him. I don't have any reason. I don't have any explanation on why that would be the case. But he does seem to have a pretty big following with people that are not necessarily in America. He's a terrible trader. He has lost all his. Is that yeah? I don't know enough about him, like his track record of like live stream or stuff like that. But like, I mean, I see what he's doing, but I'm also a cranky old guy that's been around the market for like 20 years now. So like, I'm like, wait, why are you calling it? Wait, what? Huh? Yeah, when you're new and you don't know what you don't know, and this guy, he's just based around perceived value. His whole thing. Again, easy. This is the last time I'm going to tell you. I don't know what a FVG even is, other than just a complete cult term. No, maybe I do, but not because I look at them that way or because I was taught. Maybe I do, just because he just rebrands everything. Again, the guy operates on perceived value in two ways. Wow, this guy uses a bunch of terminologies and a bunch of terms and a bunch of abbreviations, blah, blah, blah. He must know what he's doing because there's perceived value and all that. And then there's also the perceived value of, wow, if I use this guy's stuff, I can sound smart when I explain stuff, right? His entire model is built on perceived value. Yeah, exactly. Like, whatever happened, just like, oh, look, the price is breaking out, right? It's breaking something, right? What is it breaking? Well, I would just call it a resistance level. Yeah, it's breaking out and therefore it's going up, or it's breaking down and going down. But like, if you can call it all these other different terms, you do get to sound smart. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I'm very stupid though, so I have to use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. I will just use the word up or down. I will use the word support or resistance just because that I thought was just the industry standard, but I do agree. Just saying up or down or support resistance or calling something a pattern and not market structure. I mean, I get it. I call this a support. Good grief. Look, draw that line across there. Do you see how this area has bounced from here many times before? And how it's kind of just putzing right there? That's a support level. Not a FVG fair value gap. What are you even talking about? Holy smokes, some people are wasting so much time learning all this nonsense. It's a support level. You dented baboons. No, it's not called a fair value gap. That anybody that calls it a fair value gap, you are drunk on Kool-Aid. You are a part of a cult. Anybody that calls it a support level, like, okay, well, there you go. You have not been brainwashed. You are calling it a very simple thing, a support. I'm just learning. Well, what I'm telling you right now is to stop learning. Remove yourself from the cult. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, that's the thing, Matt, is like to anybody with experience, like the quickest way to tell me you don't know what you're doing or that you're a beginner is like to start using those terms. It's just like, okay, yeah, I can see where you're at in your journey. Again, easy, as I think I told you on Friday. I appreciate it, but I'm not looking to turn this into a one-on-one mentoring session with you, brother. I do offer a program if you want to get in all that, but we can't turn this into you just interviewing me and turning this into a one-on-one mentorship. And I know you mean well. but I mean, I'm not. That's not the point of this. If you need a glossary to trade, you are probably losing money. More than likely, yes. I mean, there are terms and stuff like that, but I do know what you're saying. You're saying like beyond the basic terms. Like if you need a glossary beyond basic terms, yeah. It's not one-on-one. There are others. Okay. What I mean by that is you hijacking the chat and just back and forth. That's what I'm referring to. All right, maybe a short here. I want to see how it behaves. We have the purple line here, that 50 period simple moving average. We have the green line here, that 21. It seems as though the bears are taken back over here. And now we have a bit of, call it a bear flag if you want. I'm curious, though, about that trend line. Okay, easy. You can try to rationalize this all you want, but if you don't want to like make a commitment with me, then like, Trump speaking now. Good morning, folks. Toasted the 2 pros I got last night. I was up. Yeah, Nas, let me put it this way. I'm not happy to hear that anybody has toasted accounts, but in a way, I'm finding relief in it. Again, not in a sick and twisted way, but in a, okay, Clay, you were choosing right to have really slowed down this morning and not gone too far, not throwing yourself into the market action, because it's kind of tricky out there. So again, I'm not rejoicing that any of you have toasted accounts, but the amount of people I've now seen, and again, thank you for your transparency. I applaud that. It has helped me kind of, because you always want, as a trader, it's like, I don't know, am I about to be missing out on opportunities? Should I really slow down? Should I not do that? It's a struggle. But seeing a lot of you say, no, I cooked accounts, I cooked this, it's like, okay, Clay, I think you did make the right choice to really just kind of tap the brakes here a little bit. But God, that's crazy, Bokeh. So it was so buggy that you only lost 1 of the 5, but the other 4 were in the profit. I don't see where Trump is speaking. Yeah. Jim, where's Trump speaking at? Where did you see that? There, yeah, Philly. That would be a ticket. Trump not speaking. Jim, did you just lie to us? I will say on gold, I would be interested if it can pull back some more down to this. I mean, we got all sorts of interesting levels, at least interesting to me. We have the previous lows, we have the VWAP, we have the previous session close, we have the 200 period simple moving average. So no guarantees, but would a bounce off this 45, 43 area be crazy? I don't think, to me that would not be crazy. Doesn't mean it's going to guarantee to happen, but I think there's some logic there. You know the market is closed Friday. Yep, already talked about that earlier. All right, Jim citing a source. Okay, some of you may owe Jim an apology. Or is that just a clip of a speech he already gave? I think that's what we have to try to figure out. All right, maybe a short here if it wants to drop back down through. Okay, we'll get short here at the red line. So if that red line turns blue, I am short. I am short. Did it really just come down, fill me, and then go straight back up? Apparently. Man, those are some of my best setups too, and it just doesn't it just doesn't work right now. Okay, easy. Last time. Knock it off or you're gone. Do you understand? Are we good? Here's your problem, Easy. So then make money from it. What are you doing to make money from it? Nothing. That's the point. Give us a trade plan, though. Tell us how you would make money from it. All you're doing, which is what all his cult member people do, is they love to just commentate. Like, okay, well, can you take that and tell us how to do it to make money from it? No, I just like to tell what's already happening and using all these words. It's going to hit 363. Okay, this will be a question to see if you get banned or not. It's going to hit 363 or you think it's going to hit 363. Massive difference between those two statements. It is or you think. See, this is what's so irritating and so sad. He's fallen into the cult, and like all the cult members, they now present themselves as if they know when things are going to happen. Hello, Easy? You're going to give us an answer? You're going to wait and see what happens here? Oh, how convenient. Well, let's first wait and see if it hits it, and then I'll give the answer. Oh, crap. I'm still in this trade, aren't I? I forgot I was in this trade. Oh. Okay, so it is gonna hit there. All right, ban him, ban him. He's gone. Open season on Easy. Get him out of here. That is the epitome of why it's so sad when people fall into that guy's cult, because they mimic exactly how their teacher is, which is very, very obnoxious. Why has he not been banned? Mods, hello? There we go. The cult that likes to use abbreviations for everything that don't need abbreviations. That's true. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. He gives 10 seconds to Zara. Okay. Yeah, there's a 10 seconds. So even for anybody that was like, that was kind of mean, you should have given him the 10. Well, there we go. Here, 10 seconds has passed, and it's literally doing the exact opposite. Come on. Blue line is my short. Come on. Keep coming down. All right, whatever. That was a terrible trade. I'd take that back. Okay, it was a terrible trade because I got out right there. Because I let it go so far against me, I should now be give it a chance. So it was bad in that regard. But no, I had every right to hold. The stop right there above that high right there. So, I mean, there is this little clump right here, resistance. Just get your stop a little bit above it. But yes, what was bad about that trade is not me letting it move where it did to the upside. But yeah, right now I should still be in because if I'm going to let it go that much, should let it try to work in my favor. But yeah. It wasn't a red trade. Again, Sam the man, stop. I care for you. That is atrocious logic. It was green, therefore it was a good trade. That's really bad logic. because you can have green trades. You can have multiple green trades with really bad habits, just getting lucky, acting like a total degenerate. The problem is those bad habits will eventually reach out and bite you bad. So no. Oh, to be fair, you didn't say, so it wasn't a terrible trade. So maybe you're just saying, well, Clay, yeah, it wasn't, at least it wasn't terrible. So maybe, but just be very careful of that logic regardless. The same as just because something's a red trade does not mean it was a bad trade. If it was red and it was good habits and the market just decided to get squirrely on you, okay, no problem. It happens. Sounds good, Rookie. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that, brother. But on the bright side, at least you know you can get to the buffer and build a buffer. So yeah, not fun to know that you let kind of about $9,000 slip through your fingers. But hey, the fact that you had $9,000 to slip through your fingers, a lot of people, they can't have the problem that you're experiencing now. So I know it's discouraging, but in the spirit of trying to maybe make you feel a little bit better about it. When I was buying the test accounts, I accidentally forgot to use code Clay for one of them. The only issue I would assume would be that you paid probably full price. So on that one, you might want to reach out to them and say, hey, I meant to use code Clay on that. So yeah, Darcy effect once again kicks in. And that is what's so discouraging about the people that, fall into that guy's cult. Because in his defense, he doesn't know any better. He even said he's a beginner, but he just doesn't know any better. He's mimicking his cult leader, and his cult leader speaks as if his system has guarantees. No. I think the price will go up there. No. Because of this, that, and the other, which makes me sound smart and makes you sound smart to describe it, it is going to happen. And then you have this, where the exact opposite happened. So, I mean, it's a sad state. But yeah, like I said, he's a master marketer. He's operated on people's egos and perceived value and confirmation bias, right? Because in his mind, he has a bias. Okay, things are going to happen. He'll witness something like that, but because it does not confirm his bias, his brain will forget about it. And then he'll continue to just like, see, it worked again. See? Oh, wow. I mean, the psychology behind what he's doing is, it's nothing new, but like you got to understand a little bit of psychology. And yes, I've studied psychology because, again, newsflash, I do run a business too. I do have claytrader.com. I have studied seller psychology. I have studied the psychology of things. And like, I see what he is doing. So it makes sense to me from a psychological standpoint why what he does works. I just have a different piece. I have a different business thesis. Mine is more of the long-term game, meaning I try to tell people, and like up front, they'll probably think I'm mean, a jerk, don't know what I'm doing, blah, 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 which is fine. But my business thesis, where I'm not saying is the right one, or maybe it's totally wrong, is but in the longer run, people will come back and be like, hey, Clay, I know I was a jerk to you at first, but you were right, actually. And then they become, they join the community. But some of you that are veterans, you're already like, okay, yeah, no, this I already know. So like I said, it's just a matter of business perspective. But I see what he's doing. He's just banking on continually bringing in new people. Like he's just always trying to capture the new beginners that don't know any better. And then eventually, people. So I don't know. It's an interesting business discussion. Right, and this is why you also have to get stop losses, because to be fair, yeah, it hit his target, but like it hit his target after dropping all the way down here, which like, well, yeah, but would you have survived that move? Of course, right now he'd probably say, yeah, of course I would have survived it, but like we don't know that. And that is the power of documenting not only an entry and a target, but also your stop loss. Yeah, psychology, yeah, and I mean, I'm very quickly, I'm not advocating go get a 4-year degree in psychology. No. All I'm saying is that psychology is a very powerful thing to understand, really. Whether that's from like trying to like build a good relationship with somebody, sales, coaching, how do you motivate people? Just, I mean, if you understand how the brain works, it's actually, I don't know. If you understand how the brain works and you know that you're going to be dealing with other people that have brains, it's like, okay, logic suggests to me, well, why don't we get to know how the brain works a little bit from a psychology standpoint? But yeah, I always enjoyed, I had to take a couple of electives in college. And so I took a couple psychology ones. And that, yeah, it's an interesting subject. And I've done a lot more since then. But yeah. Hey, can we get 3 more likes? Try to push this up over 100 likes. That'd be a good little milestone. So if you are enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be greatly appreciated. I know it maybe doesn't seem like it's doing much because it's a little simple click, but it actually makes a big difference. I have not had a withdrawal denied. No. Yes, equally is true, Timbo. Psychology in the wrong hands cannot, yes, 100%. Hence, cults. Clay, I've had 10 days of payouts in a row. Today's the first day my draw was denied. I've already... have I given you a reason why? That's true. Fair point. Yeah. Just because the other person has a brain doesn't mean they know how to necessarily use it. But again... from a seller psychology standpoint, that is a good thing, right? That is what the cult leader is depending on. Somebody not knowing how to use their brain. Hey, good morning, retired Air Force. All right, maybe a short here. Once again, we have the price coming back up to the 50-period simple moving average, which last time did reject the price. Obviously, that does not mean it's guaranteed to happen again. And then we also have that corresponding with this pink line right here on the 2-minute, which is the 200-period simple moving average. Well, I mean, what was the reason they gave you? Hey, thank you, Raymond. Good morning, Bradley. Also hitting the 50 SMA on the 5-minute. Yeah, I just was pointing that out, Johnny. Might try a short, 23. Trying to think if I want to try a short up around here, maybe like a little fake breakout. Okay, so you didn't get a payout completely denied. They're still paying you, just not the amount. Yeah, I don't know, San. I don't know. You'll have to, yeah. You're not really giving enough numbers. I had 855 available for withdrawal. Well, again, that's what you think you had available. Okay, so they approved your 544. That's what I'm confused by. So you think you have 855, and you've only withdrawn 5, or did the 544 get denied? Okay, well, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to trade, and I can't, I don't know. I have no idea. But you still haven't, you are presupposing that these numbers are actually what they are. So that's where I would first, are you sure these numbers are what you think they are? That is my guess, is these numbers are not what you think they are. They don't represent what you think they represent. That would be my guess right now. Again, yes, I realize you can think you're 100%. That's still what I'm pushing back on. You saying you've got to reach out to them, brother. I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I can't do anything for you. Like, if you're that confident, then send the screenshots to the actual email, to the help or whatever. But yeah, I think there's something else going on here that you're not quite aware of. Dang, Ty, you're on a 12-day run? Nice, brother. That's the nice thing about Take Profit Trader. Daily payouts. 12 days in a row of just taking payouts. Well, yeah. I figured when you said you'd send me screenshots, you wanted me to do something with those screenshots. But it's like, I don't know what you want me to do with those. Even if they prove what you're saying. Hey, Dom Fusi, I remember you from Friday. We had a rough start. Me and Dom Fusi, but we talked through it, and he's back. I like to see it. No, right now it's I don't. I've been very slow today. Today is I think very tricky, and I've kind of had quite a bit of confirmation, as many of you have, again, courageously disclosed. Yeah, Clay, I have cooked accounts. I have 0 cooked accounts. I don't even have any accounts I was close to cooking today because, like I said, I'm going very slow. And from the sounds of it, I think that's good. They would never shut you down, San. If anything, they would move you to the live account. That's the good thing about Take Profit Trader is there is actually a pathway to a live market. So they're not going to just shut you down for the sake of shutting you down. They'll move you to live. Thank you, Goose. Hey, Jay. Good morning. Man Tools, brother. Uh-oh, John. With his own terms. Burn my pro this morning. Yeah, see, again, thank you. I appreciate that, CJ. I'm sorry to hear about that, but it does make me feel better about my decision to go slowly. You're welcome, Jay. Thanks for being here. Good. Glad to hear that, Jay. Gonna try double top or bet. Yeah, I might try another short up around here. I mean, we have basically this little high right here. We have these highs. We also have the 200 period moving average. And then on the 5 minute, we have the 50 period moving average. Oh, yeah, maybe that could be it, San. Because you've been beast moding it. They might be getting ready to move your account into the live market. That could be it. I didn't realize you were that far up. So that seems like probably the more plausible thing is you'll get that money and all that, but my guess is they're probably prepping your. And again, this is still a guess, but they're getting you ready for a live account. Again, looking for a short here. We have this area of resistance, this area of resistance. We have the 200 period right here. On the 5 minute, we have the 50 period. So will it hold as resistance again? I guess we're about to find out. Maybe. Okay, day for you. The issue is resolved, Clay. Flagged for making over 10K a day. I should have my account back tomorrow. Wait, you made $10,000 again today in it? Am I understand that right, Vin? This is your third $10,000 day. No, you do not start over, Sam. You're looking for a short at the red line here. Oh, gold's been pretty much going straight up. No, last Monday to Wednesday. What do you mean one? So you had 3 days in a row where you made $10,000 each day? Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday? Is that what you mean? I mean, which is just crazy. I mean, congrats. That's amazing. It's amazing. Crazy. I'm shorting right now with micros instead of minis. Yeah, thank you, Yoga. Code Clay. Yep, Code Clay. Gets you the discount, feed some hungry children. Win-win for everybody. All right, come on. Let's see if it wants to get up there. I don't know. So this is what I'm struggling with now is we are getting a nice little bull pennant here forming. So now if I'm getting short up at that area, then I'm essentially kind of shorting a fresh breakout of that area. Now, of course, it could be a fake breakout. That's always a possibility, but it's like, I don't know if that's a true breakout. And that's, so it's starting to get sketchier and sketchier. The longer this nice little bull pennant begins, not begins, it has been building itself. That gets a little scarier and scarier. So, I want to make sure I don't go running into something. 2 days over 10 and 1 day. Okay. Yeah, Vin. You are... I can't wait to see what you do when you get those other 4 ones passed. And you're copy trading 5 accounts. You keep this up, you're going to be having some crazy days. All right, well, gold right now is just... I mean, I want to... That seems a little top heavy here. In fact, do we have kind of a rise? Yeah, we got a rising wedge there, which is a bearish pattern. Do I try the rising wedge here on gold? Let me see the end of the... I just saw it on social media. The end of, what was that? Duke, Connecticut? Wild. So is this the short right here as it comes down through there? Are you shorting gold? I mean, I'm thinking about it. We got the rising wedge. I'm thinking about it. I watched an interview with prop firm during the weekend. He had 80 funded accounts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This guy, like, you can totally build an empire with prop firms. I'm a Duke fan in North Carolina. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Duke in North Carolina? Isn't that where Durham is? Durham, North Carolina? Okay, I'm going to try to get short there. Okay, I'm short. Let's see if we can get the breakdown of this rising wedge. Again, I'm short here on gold. Trying to play this rising wedge and the breakdown of it right here. I'll take that scalpy scalp on gold. There we go. Thank you, rising wedge. I use code Clay. Well, thank you. I appreciate you using code Clay. No, you'll have the same buying power as your sim, Antonio. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess what I'm saying, Poet, is is that actually weird that you're a Duke fan in North Carolina, given that Duke University is also in North Carolina? Maybe it is. I don't know. But at first glance, I don't see anything too strange about that, given, again, that Now, if you were so I'll take myself as an Ohio State fan. If I'm an Ohio State fan living in the state of Michigan, I'm like, okay, I can see that's kind of squirrely. Well, I guess I shouldn't have scalped. Please tell me somebody is still here short gold that took the rising wedge that is still holding. Anybody? Give me a 2 if you took that rising wedge, but you're still holding. Oh, you didn't get filled, Compton? Nobody? Nobody? Huh? Just sell? Or salam? All right. Oh, well, okay, let's go back to... Clearly nobody's caring about gold, but I'll take it. All right, we have ourselves a breakout. So that's exactly why I was nervous to get short there, what I was talking about earlier. Exactly this. Not that any of this was guaranteed to happen, but from like a short standpoint, do I really want to be getting short right when a bull pennant breakout is starting? I decided no, and in my defense, I'm glad I didn't. I'm more comfortable trading single accounts one after the other. Yeah, everybody's got their own thing. Everybody's got their own thing. That's kind of where I'm at too, Antonio, but 2 but bailed early. All right, Bob Black Sheep, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Thank you for using code Clay. What account did you go with, the 50K? And you're coming from options day trading, right? If I remember right. Okay, great, period. Soak it all in, period. No need to rush home, period. For context, we're building a house. I know some of you are like, we know that clip, but there's always new people. So we're building a house right now. It just broke ground a couple weeks ago. So the plumber's out there right now. And the waterproofers are there. They got to spray the concrete walls that were poured. So it's just, my wife's out there with the kids. She wants to see. I'm like, just soak it all in. Well, some of you are ballers, and I guess you build houses like every couple years, right? Because you need those tax benefits, right? 2 years, so then it changes over to, what is it, long-term gains. So I know some of you are probably building houses every 2 years just because you're that good, but I'm not that. So this will probably be the first and last time we ever build a house. So hence, just soak it all in. Kind of. For a second, I thought, am I golding? What are you talking about, golding? You can't, reward. That abbreviation does not work to a futures trader. I thought you were talking something about gold. Or maybe you are. Are you saying, am I building it out of gold? Poor choice of words, reward. I know you like to bust Jim's chops, but man, whoo, that's a rough one there, boy. Make sure they get the foundation with the waterproofing. Yep, we got it all taken care of. Well, I know it stands for general contracting. I'm just saying GC in the world of futures, for those of you not aware, GC is the ticker for gold. That's a rough one. Building the house you're going to die in? We'll see. I can't say I have any interest in building another house, though. This has been quite the process. All right, recover. So anyways, the rising wedge, it's been a while since we've had a rising wedge, but right there, doing its job. Oh, okay. Now we got ourselves quite the... Okay, yeah. You're back? When I just got that text, so you must have sent it a while ago? No. How's it all look? Yeah? The spraying was? Yeah, that really liked it. That would be a fun job. Yo, you want to do it when you grow up then maybe?
No, it just seems fun.
Well, you could build you could start one and then you could hire people and then build a company. You know what I mean? Think about it.
Yeah. Or maybe just look up a different business.
Yeah, yeah. So 5 minute. That's a rough candle. That's pretty mean to any bulls that were buying this and then wanting more upside push. Again, scalpers, they did just fine on it. I don't feel bad if you're a claimed scalper and you're like, oh man, I didn't make. It's like, okay, well you had plenty of wiggle room, but yeah, people that are looking for more follow through, that's rough. That is rough. Is it true, Jim's? No, everywhere he grows it. If it has annual, it does, yeah. That's the thing. Morel season is going to be starting here soon. I guess Northern Missouri has had some show up already, but yeah. Me and the kids, we're looking forward to Morel season. I'm a flooring contractor. What flooring are you going with? We're still deciding. We'll do some carpet, maybe some hardwoods. I don't know. There's actually a couple samples downstairs. All right. Maybe along here as it's pulled back. As you veteran viewers know, buying the pullbacks here can always get a little squirrely on the stream. You went for yeah, that was rough. Went from green back down to stopped out. Yeah, yep. I mean, good for you. Try to let the thing work for you. And sometimes that's where you get the banger trades. You let something work, and it keeps working. But with that comes the trade-off of sometimes you'll get those. You're like, I probably should have just scalped out. Been struggling with pullbacks. LVP is the best. Yeah. What I've learned is, like anything online, and it's like trading, right? Somebody says this is like the best thing to do, and then somebody else says, no, that's the worst thing to do. And then a third person says, well, both of you are idiots because both of what you're saying is not even good. But yeah, we're working with a small little mom and pop. I mean, we're in small town America, so we're working with I mean, at some point, you got to just pick, close your eyes and be like, all right, we're going with that. It's called Screen Marker. Not many rules using the umbrella account. Get the buy from. Yeah, exactly, Todd. Yeah, once you're in the Pro Plus account, it's. I mean, it's kind of do whatever you want, for the most part. All right, I think I'm gonna try a long here. I like this candle that's forming. Okay, I'm long. Take that scalp. I mean, you're going to give me that quickly. I'll take it, brother. I'll take that. So quick little scalp there. If you blinked, you missed it. Ooh, maybe another try here. I want to see how this candle finishes first. So this candle is a 2-minute chart. So that's what that countdown timer is doing. It's letting me know when the next candle will start to move. So because, again, each one of these is a 2-minute, moves for 2 minutes, that, a clock right there starts at 2 minutes and ticks down from there. So that's what I'm saying. I want to see how this candle finishes before I think about another long. So we got about 33 seconds before it's done. How do I make that timer? Well, right here, because I know somebody's always going to ask. Right here. No, that's a lie. Oh, up here. View settings and then bar countdown settings right there. That's how you bring up the clock. Clay, you're missing out if you scalp. Well, yeah, sometimes, but other times you're preventing your account from getting toasted, Compton. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that wasn't the best candle formed. We are at the 21 EMA in the 5-minute right now. So kind of more so interested down here around the dotted yellow line, which is the VWAP, and then the pink line right there, which is the 200 period simple moving average. I don't know, right around 340, maybe a bounce area. Let's see if it wants to work its way down to 340-ish. Coach at... Oh, North Dakota. The thing is, like, out here, it's so big. Like, depending on, I mean, or like South Dakota, for example. Iowa borders South Dakota, but like even just to get up to the corner of South Dakota from where we are, I think it's like a 3 or 4 hour drive. It's insane. It's like, wait a second, what? And then you want to get to like the halfway point of South Dakota from here, you're at like 13 hours or something crazy. It's like, wait, how big does it get out west? Apparently pretty big. Krager, what? You just blew my mind. What are you talking about? Oh my goodness. How do you, what do you, yeah, we also supposedly landed on the moon. Did you know that? Holy smokes, this isn't exactly hot off the press news, Krager. Yeah, that definitely plays a role in it too, Todd. But it's still, regardless, it's big. It's big out here anyways, but I hear ya. Again, on the 5-minute, I want to see if this thing can come down here to right around the 340 mark. So 340, I'm interested right around here for a potential long. But I like I said, I want to see some forms of confirmation because this right now, if this is starting off to be some sort of deeper bleed, I want to be careful. Looking at the MNQ chart in the morning, at what point? Well, I don't know, Carlos. That's a very difficult question to answer because you're going to have hindsight confirmation bias like wreaking havoc. No, and I grew up, no, we've been in Michigan for a long time. But yeah, we recently moved to Iowa like about 18 months ago. It's just funny when I recognize a name and all this stuff and they've been hanging around and all this stuff and they're like, wait, what? You're, and then they say something. It's like, how do you not know that by now? It's all good, though. It's just one of those funny things. Yeah, we did have a nice little place in Michigan. Yeah, so right now it is just cutting down through all this stuff. That's why so I'll just bring it over again. So check out the 5-minute, was just pointing that out. But cut down through those things like a warm knife through butter. So again, what? Just tricky. Like barely any bounces. So I can see people maybe trying to get long around this area. And as of now, just straight down through, even scalpy scalpers. I don't even know if a scalpy scalpers had any room to really work with. Now, obviously, that depends on if you nail the bottom, then here maybe you had enough. But for the most part, hey, expat. No, you're fine, Krager. You're fine. I'm just giving you a hard time. But it is still funny nonetheless. So do I try to maybe short this dynamic? Maybe. Hey, Joe. What's going on, Clay? Back trying to pass my eval. Well, I mean, remember, you don't have to trade every day. Everybody needs to remember that. You don't have to trade every day. And myself today, I've been taking it very, very easy. And the more of you that talk and are, again, I applaud your courageousness to disclose, yeah, I cooked an account or I cooked a couple accounts today. I think I've done the right call. So I know you're trying to pass your eval. That's fine. But just remember, just because you're trying to pass something or whatever doesn't mean you have to trade it all every day. Yeah, I glanced at it, Greg. Looks like, I don't know. They're probably starting to use AI maybe. Because I agree, that did sound pretty legit. Which on that note, if I don't reach out to people. So if you ever get a message from me on any social media or Discord, it is not me. It is not me. I do not reach out to anybody. I've been, that this has been going on. I don't know. I don't know if the social media, giants don't care. Maybe they don't have the system in place to take care of it. But like, I don't know. This stuff has been going on for a long time. Taking it good. Yeah, take it slow. And if you don't make any trades today, that's fine. That's fine. Now, if you've only made one trade all week, I'm still not going to say that's something wrong with that, but it does make me think, are you sure your strategy doesn't have like too many rules to it where you can only make one trade a week? Again, I'm not saying that is the case, but that would be something that I'd, throw out there as a possibility. I mean, honestly, Greg, you don't have to worry about it. I probably wouldn't read it just because that stuff just irritates me. I can't stand those guys. Like, if there's ever one person where I'd want to break their kneecaps, it is those scammers that use the fake profile and blah, 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 and then use my name to try to scam people, which has worked. I've gotten plenty of messages where, yeah. So if there's ever somebody that I'd like to break, it would be them. It would be them. Like, I've had the visions, and I'll share one of the visions. Like, I walk into their office at the time they're like typing to that person. I say, "What are you doing?" And then, okay, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to become associated disfriendly with the algorithm, but yes, they drive me nuts. So if you do send it over, I won't read it. So you don't need to take your time because, yeah. Anyways, but again, if you receive any message from me. Social media, and anywhere on Discord, it's not me. It is not me. I don't have any special investment opportunities. I'm not going to trade for you. I'm not going to blah, 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 blah. No, it's not me. But like Greg is saying, it's getting relatively convincing. So I'm assuming they're using Claude or like some sort of AI to start to mimic this sort of stuff, but it's not me. The worst one though, that just sent me livid and I won't. But like there was I had a phone call from a guy. This was back in Michigan at church, and he's like, "Hey Clay, can you just call me? I had a couple questions for you when you get a chance." So I called the guy, and long story short, he was asking me all these questions because his son was talking to me, but he was trying to understand what exactly his son was getting into, and I was like, "Wait, please don't tell me, so and so sent any money." Yeah, he sent him over like $3,000, and this is like I don't know, 16, 17-year-old that's obviously trying to get out there, hustle, work. That was money he saved up, and he sent him like all this stuff. And that infuriated me. But it's also one of those things where I've had some very awkward conversations in person. Another one at church. Some lady walks up and she starts talking to me, and I'm like, "Were you talking to me on Instagram?" "Yeah." "Oh yeah, that definitely was not me." "Oh, it wasn't?" Now granted, this one didn't send any money, but like the way people are like talking to me as if I know what they're talking about, and I'm just like, okay. Because in person, sometimes people are talking to you and you're racking your brain like, should I know what this person's talking about? And you're like, okay, don't make this awkward. So I'm not a fan. Obviously I'm not a fan, but like those are some of the implications. It's just so, ugh. Yeah, you are out, Bradley. Chinese lawnmowers. Yeah, you got taken, brother. Arctic Wolf, I will keep that in mind for sure. I appreciate that. So keep sending feet. Yeah. If I'm sending you foot pictures, well, that one actually could be me because, as you all know, I am a foot model too. So if you've ever seen a foot in any sort of marketing piece, just know that you're staring at my feet, given that I have the feet of a Greek god. Again, a scary spot to short for me. On the 2-minute, I understand it looks kind of like it's in the middle of nowhere, but that's where, for me, I like multiple time frame analysis because then the 5 minute here. It's sitting right at the, not right at, but slightly above this orange line, which is the previous session close. And I don't know. From what I've seen, the market does seem to really care about and respect wherever the previous session close was at. I mean, you can see that actually right here. Bounce, bounce, fake break, and then basically close right at it. Bounce, essentially a bounce, another bounce. So I don't know. I'm not saying that there's anything necessarily magical about it, but I don't know. You might want to consider throwing on the previous session close and see what you think about it. But my point is to get short right now, where the price is right above a possible bounce point, makes this all a little sketchy for me. So that's why, but again, to go long right now also seems a little bit sketchy because we do have this big downwards move. And, in some kind of senses, we have like a bear pennant. So that's just, it's not clean. It's not a clean setup for me. Yeah, that's right, George. Multiple streams of income. Get those toes out there. Afternoon, try trading the open. Yeah, and well, thank you, Andy, for using code Clay. But yeah, this morning, as I talked about, it was tricky. I would have been cooked. I would have been cooked this morning, but that is the one. My most profitable trade today was no trade at all, because I understand it's easy to look back at something and being like, oh yeah, okay, I would have shorted the break of these lows right here. Yeah, that's what I would have done. It's like, yeah, would you have though? Because if I'm being honest, I would have been looking for a breakout. I would have gotten it. I would have got it dumped all over. So maybe that would have cooked me. But I'd also been like, okay, maybe just falling back to the bottom of this range. Maybe try to find a bounce, and just maybe I would have tried to go long right there. No, that would have got I would have been cooked. If I'm being brutally honest, I would have been cooked in one way, shape, or form. So just remember that no trade at all is still a trade, and oftentimes your most profitable trade. And that's what I was reminded of this morning. So if I would say this, I'm actually having a very good day in the sense of I have not cooked any accounts because I decided not to trade at the open this morning. And I love the open. I love the open. So sometimes your best trades, and that is me today, your best trades are no trade at all. I just lost an account. Yeah, thank you, Southpaw. Again, I'm not, and by the way, of course, as always, thank you for using code Clay. But I'm not rejoicing that any of you have cooked accounts, but I am finding comfort in the sense of it helps reiterate that I did make the right choice this morning, and still am right now, just kind of taking it extra easy today. What made you hold back from trading the open? Well, Johnny, were you here at all last week? Maybe even on Friday? There's your answer to that. If you saw Friday... Yeah, my confidence is not really at its peak right now. But this has been very challenging. Well, there's your answer then, Johnny. That's how I held back. Or what made me. That's what. It's been a good day so far. Eval 1, eval 2, but no pros on the table, no resets. Are they both 50Ks, Brian, or you got another 150K? Hey, dang good. You're having a good day because you woke up this morning and you are... That's true. And yes, from that angle, if you woke up this... I can't remember who said it. If it was Hooch or somebody. But a great perspective. If you woke up this morning, it's already a green day. So keep that in mind too. You're already green if... Okay, this might be a short here. Kind of not... So here's my struggle right now. I think this very well could be the start of some sort of just sideways chop action. And if that is true, do I really want to be getting short at what I've now claimed is the bottom of this sideways range? Not that I think it'll come all the way up here and test here, but who cares if it does that? Even if it goes up right here, that'd be enough pain. But that's my battleground. Do I think this is that? Is that my new thesis, that this is now a sideways range? If yes, then yeah, shorting at the bottom of the range, not smart. But I'm not quite sure I'm convinced I think this is I don't know. If I had more wiggle room, I'd be up more. Shoulda, coulda. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Exactly. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Like I said, if you're shorting here, I'm not calling you crazy at all. But it's just a 5 minute that's got me a little sketched out. Friday was brutal. I mean, really all of for me. Last week was a challenge. Again, the prop firm math and how prop firms work. For me, not that I needed convincing, but last week was just a pillar, a perfect example of the power of prop firms and why Yeah. Why I'm here to share Pam's plant, the power of day trading futures through a prop firm, because the math is just so powerful. Because if that was all like my own funds last week, absolute utter train wreck. Train wreck. Thousands of dollars gone. Thousands of dollars gone. But because of prop firms and how they work, I actually had a green week. Nothing massive or anything, but still a green. So from potentially, and I realize that this may sound kind of scammy if you don't know how prop firms work, but for those of you that do, you know what I mean. Like, it could have been thousands of dollars gone. But instead, I actually made real money. Help. Uh-oh. That's never a good message. Kyle killed it in AC this week. Again, I really like this as a potential short. It's just that 5 minute. We're right above that previous session close, which could also maybe be the bottom of the channel. So I just can't do it. I can't do it. Now, if you disagree and you're like, Clay, no, I don't think this is some sort of sideways range. I think this is about to get down through. Well, then I'm assuming you're already short. And to be fair to you, you very well may be right. Hindsight will be our judge. And I wish you all the best. If you're short and you disagree, that's okay. Now, I'll be also brutally honest. If you're showing up like you're an idiot, I'm getting short right now because I see this, this, and this, and you're using all these abbreviations and you're trying to sound smart and you're telling me and I'm an idiot and you're smart and now you're getting short here. Again, in the back of my mind, I hope you get cooked. That's probably not nice of me. That's not nice of me. But that is me being honest. I hope that person gets cooked. But yeah, if you're being totally cool and respectful, I wish you nothing but the best. If that means that I was wrong, hey, that's cool. At least one of us made money. But yeah, if you're one of those other people, oh man, I hope you get cooked. Well, oil did hit a new high. Did oil hit a new high a couple minutes ago? Yeah. But yeah, at this point, if you are short, given none of you are being jerks or not run around, yeah, I hope it works out for you. That's fine by me. If this is not the bottom and I should have been short, but I didn't, hey, no problem. Hey, Nam. What moving averages? The purple line right here is the 50 SMA, and the green is the 21 EMA. Potential visit of the overnight. Well, yeah. I will definitely become more bearish. If this bottom part does not hold up, and on the 5 minute, it is starting to break down through there. I don't know if I'm convinced it's a true break. Could just be looking at a fake break here. But yeah, I could see something like that, Brian. Hey, Andrew. Thank you, Mambo. If anything, I'm probably more interested in a long here because my thesis is starting to shift towards thinking this might be a sideways channel. So maybe this is just a fake breakdown of it. I do. I think. I should. Yeah, where did my VWAP? Huh? Where'd my VWAP go? It was just on here, wasn't it? Yeah, no, yes. I do. Normally. I don't know if when I rebooted it. Wait, do I still have overnight high and low? No, I don't. It's like all my custom indicators are gone right now. But that's where they're still on my 5 minute. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember what they're called. Yeah, I don't have anything on here. Hello? All right, whatever. I don't want to start messing around with stuff either. Maybe it'll come back. But yes, normally I do a VWAP. Usually I have the overnight high and low. Right now I just have the low, but that's... So all my third-party indicators are gone right now, which seems about on par. A lot of other you have reported having issues with Tradeovate today. Yeah, so thank you, Matt. Good looking out. Shame on me, I didn't even notice that. Like I said, the 5-minute is more so kind of what's... I think the reason I didn't notice it is because I'm letting the 5-minute do more so the talking right now for me. And I still do have all those ones on that, which is why it's not like everything is gone because... Okay, maybe I can try this real quick. Let me just try the 5-minute. Okay, still no VWAP here. Had me sometimes save your layout in the template setting. When that happens again, so you can select your template. Well, I do have it saved. Yeah, I just don't want to start clicking buttons right now. I'll pursue that later on. Oh, boy. Is this a short? Well, right now it's I gotta pee. That's what it is right now. I gotta pee, but I'm gonna try to hold steady for now. Maybe we're about to have some full bladder trading, which is always hard to focus. Was it there before the update? I think so. Pretty sure it was. There's nothing to toggle on or off. That's kind of what I'm saying right now is I don't even have like my EMON or anything like that here. Yeah, over here I have this other stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, I can't do this. Okay. All right. Okay, I lied. I'm not going to be back in a second. Oh, I can see clearly now the bladder is empty. I can see all bad trades in my way. And we're just still putts in here, huh? All right. What is gold up to? That's actually, that could be interesting. Like so kind of looking at so here we have the resistance, and if we use this purple line here as the our lower trend line, got ourselves like a nice little ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern. So I don't know, something like this happened. Now that was me doing the sound effects. Tradeovate is not supposed to do sound effects like that, just so you know. So I don't know. I'll try to keep an eye on that. Hey, Krim. Okay, hey, Zeus, if you're going to just, like, lie like that, we're going to have to give you the timeout. Because I know you're just saying ridiculous things because I've been ignoring you because I'm almost convinced now you're a troll. But, like, if you're going to take the trolling that far, we're just going to have the mods have open season on you. Okay, again, nobody believes you, hey, Zeus. So either just stop lying or we'll give you the bye-bye button. Okay. I mean, do we just ban them now? Want me to name the firms and how much from each as if that, like, Apparently, he thinks we're all dumb enough to think that that's actually proves something. Watch, I can do that. Jesus, okay, yeah, I'll do this. Take Private Trader, 8 million. Lucid, 42 million. Tradeify, 76 million. And Apex, 337 million. See, I listed them and how much from each. See how that works, Jesus? Okay, mods, I don't know what we do with this guy. Once again, as if, okay, he's clearly trolling, right? As if that same logic means that he's up $73,000. Okay, well, you're coming across as a troll because a logic which you're presenting as if that's supposed to be some sort of proof of your claim makes you come across as a troll because that's like terrible logic. But yeah, give us another trade plan. Give us a trade plan when the next one you got. We want it all mapped out ahead of time, Jesus. Let's see what you're made out of. Let's see what you're made out of, brother. Let him call a trade plan. If he wins. Okay, well, the next trade plan you have, let us know ahead of time. Not any of these trust me, bro trade plans where you show up after the fact and you're like, yeah, I got short here. Trust me, bro. We don't want trust me, bro trade plans. We'll take a trade plan, though, mapped out ahead of time. But I'm skeptical of the guy. He definitely went into troll mode last week, and I started to ignore him. So he said he got more and more ridiculous, which is fun to do to the trolls. If you identified a troll and you ignore him, oh man, that sets him off. And that helps with the algorithm because it's more interaction. There's nothing better than using a troll as a puppet to help drive my business success. No, Jesus. Trust me, bro, trade plans are not valid. So yeah, you telling us where you supposedly shorted, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, nobody cares. But again, for your next one, though, just let us know ahead of time. Okay. We will take the low or you think we'll take the low. There is a massive difference in those two statements. Again, you said we'll take the low. You think we'll take the low or we will take the low? Can you specify? Because those are two huge differences in the statement. Who is the one guy? He might be Christian. He could be Christian Garcia, the one guy that like made the huge claim, and then we're like, okay, well, email me over the proof, and then he just kept ignoring it. I don't know. Maybe he's back. Maybe that's him. 243 is one of the daily pivot points. You're not getting hate. You're getting pushback, but pushback is not hate. Toughen up, Jesus. But again, like I said, call out your next trade plan ahead of time, and we'll see how it all goes. Again, the ahead of time is the key. Oh, yeah, 90s had great movies. No, apparently, yeah, I would say I got that wrong. Well, again, I was never fully committed to it being a range. I was probably committed, more so biased. But I never did think, because if I truly thought that was a sideways range, Christopher, I would have went long. I wasn't sure, hence no trades at all. But yeah, I would say that I was wrong in hindsight. Yeah, That doesn't seem to be a sideways range. It's now down through there. Hey, Clay, I'm new here. I just started trading penny stocks. Yeah, well, no, if you want to go about things in the most efficient way, day trading wise, day trading futures through a prop firm is like a trillion times better than penny stocks. Like, do penny stocks even get volume anymore these days? Maybe Noah's trolling. I don't know. Like, that's how bad it is, Noah. That's how much it does not make sense. Like, you have me questioning, are you a troll? Because are you trying to rage bait me? That's how much it does not make sense. Again, 10, 15 years ago, yeah, penny stocks are kind of maybe a way to help grow your accounts to get over the $25,000 number so that you wouldn't have to worry about the pattern day trader rule anymore. But, like, we are not in those times anymore. I could see potentially a short here, back test of that over, of what I thought was the bottom of the range, but could be a top, so 08. How much money do you have? Do you have $90, Noah? Do you have at least $90? Peloton, not quite penny stock. Yes. Okay, well, with $90, you could go get yourself, so $90, you could get yourself 25K in purchasing power, which this is all, within the futures market. And the cool thing about the futures market is there's no pattern day trader rule. So for $90, you can make as many day trades as you want, and you can get 25,000 of buying power. Again, for you, that's something that's, thinking you need to get to the pattern day trader rule. That's the beautiful thing about futures. There's no pattern day trader rule. Okay, Jesus, you can either give us a trade plan or you're just going to get banned, okay? I recommend using prop firms to use a personal. I don't know. What? Yeah, if you want to get that $90, support the stream, Noah. Code Clay, all caps. With Take Profit Trader, that was the site I just showed you. That's who I'm using, who I recommend as a prop firm. Code Clay will give you that 40% off and then no activation fee. Gonna go find one. Well, I'm saying use the link at the top of the screen. That's the one I use. I recommend. They're very beginner friendly. Use that one, Noah. I said short on. Okay, well, I don't even have the MES up. Goodness. What'd you say? Short on what? Yeah, that was after the fact, though. Short on ES, target 14. You got. All right, now, okay, yeah, confirmed. Open season on Jesus. Ban him. Ban him. Open season on Jesus. I thought he was a troll, but we have it confirmed. All right. Moving on. Good. I don't feel like having to try to follow MES. Okay. Noah, he was trolling around. He does not have a code. He's just a total troll. Jesus is true. Yeah, he could be. Could be him. All right. Potentially a short here. Trying to go with the trend. That red line turns blue. I am in. Looking for a short. Looking for a short. At the red line. Yeah, no, he was lying to you, Noah. He was lying to us all. If you're going to be that gullible, Noah, please be careful out there. Again, trying to get short at the red line. So if the red line turns blue, I am in. And I am in. Come on. Trying to trade with the trend. You guys, the trend is your friend. Okay, let's see how friendly it wants to be. Hey, DJ. Well, now it's a question if it comes back down, do I want to actually add down here? Maybe. Because that would be a very interesting setup. Unless it's just going to pop up and... Unless I just got totally suckered in. I'm going to add at the red line if it comes back down. Blue line new support? I hope not. You know, there's like a nice little bear flag on the 5-minute that I'm trying to give some wiggle room to work out. I'm going to add right there instead. Trying to add at the red line. Come on, keep coming down. Well, does not seem like it wants to come down. All right, I'm out. Well, that one wasn't fun. Just saw 3 different live traders, and yours by far the funnest to trade. Well, good. I'm glad you're finding some entertainment. Yeah, I saw that. I appreciate the attempt at the reverse Darcy effect. Well, yeah, it is what it is. Ooh, gold's got a... Oh, I'm sorry. That's oil. That's oil I'm looking at. So that oil's got a nice on the 5-minute over here. bull flag, bull pennant, whatever you want to call it on oil there. I'm $1,700 towards my target, but only have 1 week left on the eval. Well, I mean, just so you know, I mean, you can always just pay the, if you want to keep it going, then just pay the subscription thing. It's not like you have to pass it in 1 month. Are you going to seriously come back down? Okay, that was... All right, oil falling down through the 21 EMA. What's gold doing here? Gold going straight up. Well, not straight up, but nice gold here on bounce. Nice gold here on bounce. Nice bounce here on gold. Oh boy, it might be a long week, folks. Which reminds me, it's actually only a 4-day week. The markets are totally closed on Friday. Well, you mean they close early? No, they're not open at all on Friday. So we actually do just have a 4-day week if you're not aware, because of Good Friday. And if this hits that green line, I'm going to throw in another order right here. Again, that green line is a 21 EMA. Come on, go up and hit it. Maybe this was a stupid requirement and it's going to cause me to miss the trading because it just goes straight down. And I'm going to be like, why did I say it needed to hit that first? Well, that's hindsight. But right now I'm sticking with it. Again, it's not opened at all on Friday, unless I was looking at faulty information. It is totally closed on Friday. Some of you want to cross-check me, that's fine. But from what I saw, they made it very clear. It closes Thursday at its normal time, 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry, 5 p.m. Eastern. And then it opens back up on Easter at its normal time, Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's... And I think I remember that about last year because I remember thinking, whoa, that's wild. Thanksgiving, it's open for a little bit of time. 4th of July, it's open for a little bit of time. I don't think on Christmas it's open. But like Good Friday, it's just totally shut down. Matt said half a day, so everybody confused now. Carlos, listen, anybody that is trying to tell you what they would have done in hindsight when they know what's happened, that's kind of sketchy. It's not because they're trying to be sketchy, but all right, I'm trying to get short here. All right, I'm short. Let's see if this can actually break down through this lower trend line or if I just got suckered in again. Come on, let loose now. Come down to the downside. Oh, is it open for equities a half a day? That is possible. That's okay. Yeah, I'm talking about strictly futures. I know I had a scalpy scalp, but I'm trying to trust this trend and see if the thing does actually want to come down. Come on, just let loose. Even if you just want to retest these lows and double bottom, that's fine by me. That'll still be a nice little trade. At least at this first target. Come on. Thank you. All right, let's make sure this is a winning trade at this point. So put my stop in green territory. So this will be a green trade now. Just a question of how big of a green trade, because I don't know how far down this thing might want to go. No, come back down. Don't stop me out. Again, after that last trade, I'm unsure this one is green. So yes, I'm being extra aggressive with the stop. But at this point, let loose. Either let loose or I'm out. Just garbage action. Ugh. I was positioned. I mean, I'm happy with the mechanics of that. It just didn't give me the follow through. Well, yeah, I like the violent movement though, trades. That's what I prefer. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I see money flow. Yeah, the futures market is not open at all on Friday. FYI. Hey, if you're enjoying in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be awesome. We are only 5 away from 200, so yeah. There's 5 of you out there that are enjoying enough to hit that like button. You will have a role in help pushing us over 200. Okay, again, it's not even it's a conversation, but it's very nuanced. When people say, "Oh, I'm an institutional trader," they're not out there doing what a lot of us are doing. An institutional trader is like, "Hey, we have a client and they need 50,000 shares of Google." Now, you can't go out there and just be like, "Market order, buy 50,000 shares of Google." That would be everybody would notice that and be like, "Wait, what?" So an institutional trader is going to go out there and accumulate 50,000 shares at the best price possible, which is why VWAP is a very helpful indicator. But that's what institutional traders do. That's not what we're trying to do. Nobody here is trying to sneak our way around because we have to go buy 50,000 shares or something. Good, Johnny. Glad that's helped. They closed Thursday at normal time. See, even this, now it bounced right back up. So it's just like, come on. It seems like I'm on a total cold streak. I cannot really nail something that really goes in my favor. You might get long. Alrighty. I'm still thinking short, but hey, you know what? Hey, 218 left. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe long's the play. I'd be a little nervous right now to get long. Yeah, let's do a quick little poll. Again, if you comment anything else, you're going in timeout, okay? Because you're not listening and you're gonna pollute the poll we're about to do because it's a very scientific poll. The play is at bottom to go long or short, I think. Okay, well. Okay, so give me a 1 if you're currently long, 2 if you're currently short. Type nothing else. Don't type 0. Like, well, no, I'm not asking. It's implied you're not in it unless you're long or short. So 1 if you're long, 2 if you're short. Let's just keep it nice and clean so we can get an idea of where people are at. Ooh, looks like a pretty clear mix. Just when I thought 2s would take over, I see a bunch of 1s. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That looks pretty much right down the middle. Out in cash. Okay. Somebody give John a timeout for not listening. As I just explained, it's implied you're not in the trade if you don't type 1 or 2. Give him 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Send a poll. That'd make too much sense. Yeah. This is just, I don't know. I don't know. Wait, we get timed out for not typing what you want us to type. No, you get timed out for not, you get a timeout for not listening. I said type a 1 or a 2. Don't type anything else. It is implied that you're not in the trade if you don't type 1 or 2. So for the people that answer, no, I'm not in it, it's like, okay, you clearly did not listen. So they get 60 seconds. I don't care what you type. 1 or 2, I do care in the sense of I want you to type an honest answer. Are you 1 or 2? But that was the typical situation right there. Does that make sense? Just God, you kind of, just God Wars. What is that, like a video game or something? We just need a Trump tweet to send. I don't know if the market, we talked about this earlier, I don't think the market trusts Trump anymore. I think he's cried wolf too many times, right? Oh, we're making great progress. Oh, we're making great progress. Oh, Iran wants to make a deal. Blah, blah. It's like, yeah, he said that too many times now where it's just like, okay, yeah, we'll believe it when like we see both sides confirming a deal. So I think he could say, and this is just a theory, I think he could say, we've reached a deal. And I don't know if the market would really budge that much. Yeah, sure, I think it'd budge some, but I don't know. I think the market would be like, yeah, we'll wait to see what Iran has to say. No, I don't look at the ATR. I got another algo spike just like the auctions at 102. What? Well, yeah, I mean, is there another news thing out, relax or do? What was a turning point in your career? When I focused on risk management. White House press conference at 1 p.m. All right. Yeah, that is kind of somewhat sad that like I think my theory is the market actually needs confirmation from Iran. Given Trump has been like, yeah, we're making a deal, or yeah, things are going well, yeah, we're working out talks, and Iran's like, wait, what are you talking about? No, we're not. So that's my theory. I don't think Trump has any more Trump cards at this point. I think he's kind of burnt too many. He's cried wolf a couple too many times now for the market to actually trust anything on his front. Trying to get long 297. All right, well, looks like you are now long. Your stop is at 287. All right. At 1250 every day, there is always quite the spike. At 1250? Okay, remember, relax, Ardu. To keep everyone on the same page, please talk in Eastern time. I think what you might mean is 350, the 350 algo. I think that's what you mean, but you're saying 1250. Are you talking in Pacific time? Yeah, no. I say this with all due respect, brother, but yeah, the 350 algo is kind of like a joke. Yes, we know. Well, I don't know about all of us, but yes, I think a lot of people are aware of the 350 algo. It's called the 350 algo. Okay, I didn't know. Well, hey, man. Now you know, and yeah, no, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. Now, it's not guaranteed to happen, and there's no way to know which way it's going to go. But yeah, if the market spikes at 350, I'm not shocked by it. I'll put it that way. I'm not surprised that the market spikes at 350. Watch the market at 3:50 p.m. Eastern. It happens enough where people notice. Like the market just kind of like makes a crazy move. All right. See, and then it comes. It's so easy in hindsight. Like, why did I stop out? I basically stopped out of the. All I need to do is be more patient, and I would have been beautiful. For the longs, be careful. And here I am discover. Well, I mean, you discovered it for yourself, so that's good. I held from when you called it out. I don't even remember what I called out. I mean, at the end of the day, it is still just a gamble. So, like, I guess if you want to just all of a sudden like, okay, let's not be a trader. Let's just be a gambler for a second. You can use it to gamble, but I mean, there's no way anybody knows what way it's going to actually go. Good job, Carlos. Is this thing about to bounce back up? I like it as a potential short. Okay, I'm short. It's like I said, taking a little bit of a break here, so let's see if we can get some more bleeding resumed. Come on. Come on. It might break down. Well, yeah, it might also go straight back up, so that would be not good for me. But I hope you're right. I hope your might works out. Come on. Hello, everyone. How was your weekend? My weekend is actually pretty good. How was yours, LaForte? I'm adding more. Trying to trust this move here. Come on. Keep on dumping now. Let's go. Come on. Dump it. Lovely candle here. 2 failed bounces in a row. Come on, roll over. Go. This. Ugh. Is so frustrating. It really is. This, I can't, yeah. This was mainly based on the 5-minute, and now it's just, I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm going to add some more there. Adding more at the red line. Oh, I forgot. There's supposed to be a press conference. Dude, I'm about to lose just this market. Maybe it's not the market. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I have just forgotten how to trade. But it's like I cannot do anything right. So to be fair, maybe it's not the market. It very well could just be me. Ugh. You know, I'm trying to add some more at the red line. Hey, Captain Crunch, where you been? Come on. Okay, great looking candle. Great looking candle. Okay, come on. Just in case there's a spike down, try to scale out of some of my position right there. Come on. Come down, brother. Come on, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Start to fill me. Good, good, good. Keep coming down. Good. Come on. Come on, come down some more. Come on. Go. 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 All right, I can't hand it. Fine. Fine. Didn't want to risk it anymore bouncing, which it might come back down, but it kind of just hesitated right there. I gave it a chance, Mark. I gave it a chance to see if it wanted to get down through this bottom. But your point, and it still may come back down, but with the size I added, I didn't have all day to sit around. Tim, because I'm not able to change this to red or green. So that's just a function of the prop firm itself. Or I'm sorry, not the prop firm, but the platform. And this is why it drives me nuts. Where's this guy? This Zane. Never seen this Zane guy before. Shows up out of nowhere. Just get out the trade. So someone I've never seen before just tells me to do something that's wrong. That's the one part about this that just makes me, it's just like, who are these people? They show up out of nowhere and then they give me bad thoughts. Had I listened to that dude, it would have been kicked in the teeth. That is one of my favorite things, though, when the random people show up out of nowhere. I started trading like 2 days ago. Right. So what did you think? So why would you tell me what to do? Okay, I think this might be Christian. Jesus. This might be his third iteration. This sounds very troll-like. Like he knows what he's doing. All right, ban him. That's totally, I think that's Christian. Open season on Zane. He gone. He gone. Well, like I said, I lost the luxury to let this thing putz around because I did add so much size. And when the size starts to add up and add up, for me at least, I'm like, all right, I need to start to see these things move right now. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. The rough day continues, though. I mean, there's no way around that. Pattern for me recently has been making a lot. Pattern for me recently has been making a lot of money in overnight and give it back in New York. Oh, that's what you've been seeing? Yeah. That was kind of the clue. Like nobody's that dented. Like that was the true clue that they're a troll. So I would assume that was Christian Garcia, aka Jesus, aka whatever that name was. I already forgot it. Now, the one thing that's pretty interesting from potentially a short side, or at least for me at least, is up around here. This really seems to have established itself as quite the area of resistance. Not a clean one. There's been some fake breaks there, a little bit of a fake break there. But yeah, right around that area, I'd probably be interested in another potential short. All right, what's Captain Crunch doing? Okay, longing 280, stop low, target. Holy smokes. You going for some Captain Crunch. Did I know that about you? Did I know you were a sway trader? Captain Crunch is apparently willing to hold that trade now for the next couple hours. Again, there's nothing wrong with sway trading. What is sway trading? We just call it around here a combination of somebody that's a day trader, but trades as though they're a swing trader, right? Because when futures are open 23 hours a day, you could technically have a trade that lasts for over 20 hours, which it's technically not a swing trade because you're not holding overnight, but that's a long trade. So again, there's nothing wrong with sway trading. It's just I'm not a sway trader. The thought of being in a position for hours on end, no thanks. But that's just for me. I'm a big idiot. No, you're just evil because you poison kids with food dye. You just added to the short. All right. I'm interested in a short, but it's got to get up more. Got to get up here more so around the yellow line. That is where I'm personally interested in the short. Well, I mean, and that's good, but still, like, I don't know. I just want my answers quicker. Because even if it was one MNQ, like, it'd still be in the back of my mind. Like, I wonder how my trade's doing. I like to get my answers as quickly as possible. But yeah, I mean, that's where we're all different. So if Captain Crunch, if you're good with that, I mean, I don't say any of this. I don't know. I don't remember you being like a sway trader, but now, is this a long down here? Like long there, stop there. I don't know. Targeting the low. Well, how do you define the low? Like literally the low, or like slightly above it, slightly below it? Like, so what's your actual target, Vlad? I'm just thinking if price revisits top of range again, but it may not get there. Yeah, I mean, either way, like, to your point, Captain Crunch, if you're at 1 MNQ, then yeah, you can, 100 points is, I mean, it adds up, but it's nothing like crazy. Because I'm dented, I am actually thinking about a long down around here. I like the hammer candle here. I like how it occurred on higher volume. And because I am dented, I'm going to try a long down there. How have I been? It's been a rough couple of weeks. I mean, overall, monetarily, I'm fine, but good. I mean, it's been a tricky market for me. I will say this. I have not blown any accounts today. And hearing the amount of people that have blown accounts today, again, I appreciate people's transparency. Let me put it this way. I'm almost getting the impression that if you can just simply say, I have not roasted any of my prop accounts today, then you're the exception and not the rule. And that's how it's been almost on a daily basis recently, just because for me, this action is so just wish-washy. Yeah, Mark, agreed. Pretty much since the missile started flying, it seems like, for the most part. Want to stay and play. The little green got to go fix a septic. Oh, man. Good for you. You got some handy skills then. All right, Ask a Guy. Have a good one. All right, maybe you're about to get long here. Trying to get long at the green line. If this dumps on me, it'll be a losing trade. Okay, here we go. I'm in. See if we can get some kind of bounce here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Give me that lower shadow. Give me that lower shadow. Come on. Go. Go. All right, I've got to get out there. It's not, you can see it's kind of just stuck right here. It could still snap through there, but even now as I talk, it's still just stuck right there. So in my mind, it's now kind of moved into just being a 50-50. I don't know. To be fair, 50-50, you're not at a disadvantage, but you're also not at an advantage, right? Because it's 50-50. Yeah, even, look at this. It's just like stuck kind of right there. Hey, Scotty. Yeah, weekend was good, but the trading today has, actually, I would say trading today has been good. And my metric for good is I have not cooked any accounts. And seeing the amount of people out there that have cooked accounts, I think by the way I've been trading today, I mean, I'm not green per se, but, no cooked accounts. Market is so heavy. What do you mean you're, oh, the market is, okay. The market is just stuck. I thought you were saying you're stuck. I'm short to 32.11. And where's your stop at, Brad? No, I could not tell, Rebel, that you just got here when you stated something that I've talked about 47 times already on the live stream. So, no, I could not put the pieces that you literally just got here. That's shocking. That's shocking. Like a total professional, I move my stop to stay in the... Captain Crunch, you are like the professional professionals. Did that just... Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's what I mean. You could see it there. It just got stuck. It didn't seem like it wanted to bounce. That's why I had to hop out. Hey, Lance. Thank you, Rebel, for laughing. I'm glad you took it as intended. Not, you jerk. I'm just joking around. For those of you that like gold, maybe, just maybe, does it stretch down here and get some sort of bounce? I mean, you got a couple choices now. You have the 200 period, simple moving average. You have the VWAP. You have the previous session close. Yeah. Gold is getting in an area where, I mean, if you're like chasing it short down around here, I mean, it could keep dumping. I'm not saying it can't keep dumping, but that would be a little too intense for me. Agreed. Very wishy-washy and slow moving. Yeah, it's just been hard. For me, it's been hard. Some of you, I'm sure, and I'm jealous of you. You're like, what are you talking about, you crackhead? This is the best movement I've seen in years. Hey, like I said, I'm jelly. I'm jelly. I got a canister of jelly. Friday low coming. Crude keeps climbing. Oh, there we go. Gold is at those levels, and it bounced pretty much right off the VWAP. Didn't seem to really care about that 200 period, but... Pat, are you still here? Come back to the live stream period. I'll put a whooping on you, boy. I have a real life buddy. Clay's over here trying to play the the midday market, spreading conspiracies about the 350 trading time. So I had to tell him, come back to the live stream. I'll put a whooping on you, boy. Let's see if Pat shows back up. If somebody named Pat shows up, let me know. Wow. So at this point, I mean, there's nothing I can do. To try to go long here feels like a total knife catch. To go short here feels like a total chase. So right now, I got to just sit on my hands. Took that GC call. What'd you play the bounce off of? The VWAP there, Bradley, or the 200? That is a flush. The one that I just cannot time to save my soul. Oh, you played. Oh yeah, right above VWAP. Then yeah, that was like the best entry point possible. Good job, Bradley. Congrats. I'm the knife catcher in me. I don't know. Cheer up, Charlie. Maybe here. I'm trying to look at the 5 minute and go like way back in the charts history. Like I guess we had some lows down here. Okay, this seems like let's see. Yeah, right around here. Okay, yeah, maybe let's see how it acts right around that area. I appreciate it, period. Make sure you buy some contracts at 349 and see how it goes. Oh, your weather would be 77. Oh, that's funny. It's good stuff. It's a love-hate that people in my real life know that I do this. I mean, it's cool, like, because I know some of them enjoy it, but, like, at the same time, I can't be a total goofball. Like, the one time I started at, like, cluck, like a chicken and all that, like, I was like, okay, there are people in my real life that will see this. So it's unfortunate in some ways. Because if you guys think I'm goofy now, just imagine if, like, nobody in my new life knew that I live stream. Oh, man. You wouldn't, I don't even want to say. It would be something. It would be something. When is it last time? Quite a bit, actually. Okay, this is interesting long down around here. I like this candle here. I'm still catching a knife. So I'm not going to lie to myself. This is still a knife catch. But I would argue it's got a little bit more like, I would not say this is a random knife catch at this point in time. So again, it is a knife catch, but not like I'm just randomly throwing a number out there. Oh, whoa, that got a little spiky. All right. Well, the 726 candle cooked me this morning. Again, double A, I will say this, not that I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but you are definitely not alone. All I know is that I love the chat community. People here are just showing up and being transparent. Hey, I cooked an account. I cooked a pro account. Like, that's great. It's not great you cooked an account. It's great that you are courageous enough. So yes, double A, you are not alone. And that's why I continue to say, if you can look at your day right now and say, I have not cooked any of my prop accounts, I would say you are having a very good day. Geez, Clay, that's setting the bar kind of low. Agreed, but I think that illustrates how tricky the market has been today and recently. Because there have been a lot of cookable movements out there. All right, I'm still bearish, so I will look for potentially a short. Just thinking that the overall trend is still down. QQQ is going down right now. I was short and it spiked up 100 points. Yeah, that'll get you. That'll get you. I cooked 7 evals last Thursday. Yeah, but did you cook 4 of them in under 5 minutes? Oh, yeah. Happy 1 week anniversary to that new record I sent. Or I did. Yeah, it's been 1 week since I cooked 4 accounts in under 5 minutes. Yeah, that was a great day last week, which is why it really shows the craziness of prop firms. I look at last week and just Monday and then Friday. And then, like I said, the middle of the week was fine. But, like, to see all, like, the red that actually happened and then to know that I actually was still monetarily green, not by a lot. It's just like, man, prop firms, please stick around, prop firms. Please, government, don't ruin a good thing. But yes, happy 1 week anniversary to the record I sent a week ago. Going on tilt. Yeah, apparently you can cook a lot of accounts in 5 minutes. And that, by the way, that was not copy trading either. That was like account cooked, fire up another one, account cooked, fire up another one, account. It was, yeah. If QQ throat closes below. Yeah, maybe, Timothy. They all seem to be slowly climbing in price. So what? I mean, what's the alternative? You're going to go and risk thousands of dollars of your own cash? Although, I mean, Take Profit Trader, they haven't budged in price since, I mean, I've been following them. Yeah, their promos have changed a little bit, but their prices, as far as I'm aware, have always been the same. But also, to be fair, name me one thing in America that doesn't go up in price, right? But inflation's a good thing. That economic school of thought. Yours was definitely copy trading. Like an idiot. Well, I mean, to be fair, you would not be calling yourself an idiot if you copy trade and had some winning trade. I guess maybe you would have been. You're like, man, even though I made money, that was still stupid for me to have done that. I'm interested in a long at the red line, no, yellow line as I mapped out, but I want to see the price get down there first. So I'm trying to be patient. Yeah, well, Captain Crunch, I usually do pretty decent at the open, but that has not been the case recently. And that is also why I did not trade the open this morning, which was my best trade of the day, because I would have definitely been cooked. Probably multiple accounts again, because it broke out and then it pulled back, but then the pullback turned into an absolute dump. So my best trade today was not trading at the open. That was my best trade of the day. Because as easy it is to look back in hindsight and be like, oh yeah, I would have done that and conveniently made money. If I'm brutally honest with myself, no. It would have been probably multiple accounts cooked. Yeah, exactly. Agreed, Captain. Lately, it's not jiving with me. Oh yeah, if the open's up free every day, then... And then, like I said, a lot of people will say, I don't touch anything for the first 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And you got to just do what works for you. But, yeah, that is not... I'll say it again. My best trade today was just not a trade. Was not trading that open. Thank you, Omega. Hey, if you're enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be appreciated. It may not seem like it's helping out much because it's just a small little button, but it actually makes a big difference. So yeah, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that is greatly appreciated. Hey, Carlos, I appreciate it, but Captain Crunch, he's been around a lot longer than you have. But I appreciate you looking out for him and explaining that stuff. But yeah, me and Captain Crunch, we have a history. But still, I know you're coming from a good place to explain that to him. So thank you. Looks like it wants to fall off. Does it? I don't know. I'm waiting for that yellow line. Is anyone going long at 23,200? Maybe. Well, I don't know. I might be a little bit below there. Maybe. That's a great saying. If you're in a rush to trade, you're in a rush to lose money. That is, I will support that statement. Well said. And if you, if that's your own quote, that's a good quote. Another one of my favorite sayings. I don't know if it is his saying or not, but I'm just going to attribute to him. But Coach Dan in the community says all massive loss, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but all massive losses start as a small loss. Let that one sink in. All right, for us prop firm people, all blown accounts start off as a small loss, right? What's special about the yellow line? It's a previous bounce area. I don't know, if you scroll back like 10 minutes into the stream, I went on a little treasure hunt. And that's where I think there might be some treasure. Keyword there being think. What is the correct gold contract? The M. M. I changed last. Yeah, the M. The M is in Moody. I've been a very moody trader. All right, here we go. Maybe kind of, sort of. No, he knows the ticker, Compton. He's acting what contract? The M. Press is talking about Iran war. Well, isn't the press always talking? Oh, president, not press. So, wait, Trump's speaking right now? No, he's not? Okay, thanks, buddy. You want to come? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, the press secretary. All right, here we go. Again, I'm not going to blindly buy right there. I want to see some sort of confirmation, but I don't know. Maybe you're like, Clay, I disagree. I'm gonna just buy right there. And right now you might, oh, right there, you got a beautiful scalpy scalp. Beautiful scalpy scalp. Shame on me. Oh my, see, I see the time. Look at that. The power of charts, brothers. Are charts perfect? No, nothing's perfect. But the next time somebody says charts are a gimmick or a scam, you just nod your head, say, you're beautiful, and then you just walk away. I think we're going up. Okay, well, you better get long then. Heading for the low of the day. The desire to be able to say, I told you so, it's just so intense. So intense. So we have Ravin heading for the low of the day. We have Krim. Well, at least Krim used the word I think, which I appreciate. Timothy, I'm not in, brother. The way my screen works, if I was in, one of these numbers would be moving around. I'm still waiting to see how this candle wants to finish. And then I might be interested in a long. But I want to see how this candle here closes. I don't know. I want to go long, but I don't want to lose my gains. Well, then do some basic math. Okay, how many gains are you up right now, Compton? Let me teach you a little trick. How much gains do you have? Well, the amount I buy is different. Okay. So how many gains do you want to at least have? Like what amount would you say, you know what? I'm green this amount and I'm still happy. What is that number? The number being... The number in your mind, you could say, I am green this amount, and I'm still happy about that. What is that number for you, Compton? So you're up 2,300 right now. 2K. Okay. So 2,000. So let's subtract that out. That means on this next trade, you can risk $300, right? Because even if you're wrong, you'll still be up 2,000, which is what you just said is a number that will make you feel good. So now you can reverse engineer that. You can say, okay, my risk on this next trade is $300. So now you can take appropriate position size and you can put your trade plan together based on that. You now know Your max loss can be $300. Does that make sense, Compton? So in other words, don't go take a 15 NQ trade, because if you're wrong, you're definitely losing more than $300, which could cause you to spiral out of control. Again, why would he risk that? Fair question. Because if he's in a groove, which apparently he is, why not make $3,000 on the day? If he's okay knowing he'll make $2,000, then why not risk $300 on a trade? Sure, could he give it back? Yes, but that's why the key question here is what amount will keep you happy? And that is $2,000. So we know he'll at least stay at the amount that'll keep him happy. But yeah, totally. Think about his risk reward right now. His risk reward, his macro is risk $300 for an even greener day or a green day of $2,000. That seems like a pretty good, again, risk $3,000 for either a $2,000 green day or even bigger green day. Again, Allison, this is what drives me nuts when people don't listen. Per his premise, why did I ask him what number will keep you happy? Did you miss that part? Or Asen? I'm trying to wait for confirmation, and I'm not getting it, and thankfully it's saving me from losing trades. The number he gave me of, hey, the number, if I'm looking at that number in green and I'm still happy, is 2,000. I asked him that for a very specific reason. Because per his premise, he'll still be happy. So why would somebody on tilt, or why would somebody that's still happy go on tilt? Just bleeding, bleeding, bleeding. I guess the play is just chase it short and you'll be okay. When long, Clay? When you tell me to, dumb money. It seems smart to me to listen to somebody called dumb money. So I'm waiting for you to tell me when. Okay, Asen is just one of these. Some people in life, okay. Okay, thank you for your thoughts. What's causing the dip? Well, I mean, in a very literal way, there are way more sellers than buyers right now. But I think what you're actually asking is, well, why are there more sellers than buyers right now? And I don't know. Apparently, the market is not liking what they hear from the press conference. Hey, Womp Womp. What's up right now? Well, not my account, but that's okay. It's still a good day. It is a good day for me. I have 0 blown accounts. And if you're like, hey, Clay, me too, I argue you're having a good day also. But I'm red on the day. Hey, you know what? Red can be recovered from. No blown accounts. There doesn't seem to be a bottom. Yeah, right now it does seem like one of those things that just makes me want to get short because, hey, all this does is go down. But it's that psychological phenomenon that I've realized, oh, man, this thing can only go down. That's sometimes like it likes to turn around at those points. I just run a few accounts at once. I don't have anything crazy. Because oil price is going through the roof, maybe? Well, I don't know. Is it going through the roof right now? Or is it just kind of... Yeah, you're not wrong, but I still think the essence of the question is, yeah, okay, but why are oil prices going... I think the safe answer is it has something to do with Iran. I think that's the safe answer. Right about now with 150 stop loss. Okay, well, I don't know what to do. Right now, anything like this seems to be catching knives. All right, let's go out. Let's go on another treasure hunt. Okay, we have those lows right here. Did not care. Okay, we have a little bit of a pullback low right there. Oh, that's where we're at right now. I don't really like that. Okay, I think right now, right down here, I would be, once again, very interested right around that area. You can see this was basically the clump of these lows right here from back here during the earlier phase of the day. So maybe somewhere right around there for a long. If oil prices keep going up, it will create a recession. Do you think that might spook in the market? Well, yeah, but you're talking more of like a macro sense. Like, I mean, we're looking at a 2-minute time frame right now. So yes, I agree. From a macro sense, I think where we're talking past one another is I'm talking about from like literally the past 20 minutes, and you're talking about from like a global macro recession standpoint. All right, another troll. Finally out after almost 3 hours in a trade. Huh? Is that the norm? 3 hours in a trade? I'd rather have... I don't know. I don't know what I'd rather have over that. I can turn this baby on a dime. Soon as I place a trade, instant and violent ops... Yeah, well, Rebel, let us know then. Let us know. Although I'm having one of those days too, so I think we might, like, our forces are going to counteract each other. And by the way, I should make for clarity. I'm not saying that if your average trade time is 3 hours, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with your strategy. I'm just saying we're just two very different traders. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's true, what Captain Crunch said. Sorry, I can't afford to take one for the team. Fine. I am bearish biased just because, I mean, how can you not be bearish biased right now? All this thing does is I'm trying to go with the trend. Don't want to chase it. But now it's bouncing, so I don't think I'm chasing the short, but we'll see. Help me. Okay, delete them. Delete them. FRNTS. Total scammer. Help me, and then whatever that is, though. Ban them. Open season on FRNTS. Not average. The trade was never intended. So like it started off as a day trade and then you just held and hoped type thing. All right, I think I have to try short right here. I mean, it's maybe peeking out. All right, I'm short. Let's see if the trend just wants to resume itself. And I didn't short at the bottom. It's bounced up. It's showing me some weakness. So let's see if the trend, like I said, wants to come on back down. But with how I've been trading, this is probably the bottom. Like this, it's probably getting ready to V-shape. So yeah. See? See? Okay. Added some more there. Are you seriously? I was just kidding about the V-shape thing. Blue line is my average price. I am short. Why am I starting to think that Timothy is our fourth variation of Christian Garcia and Jesus? Why am I getting those vibes? What are your thoughts, mods, or am I just imagining this? Throw out a couple of targets there. Haha. So does that mean that we're right? Is that you? Do I add some more? I think I might have to if it comes. Again, I'm trying to trust this trend. Yeah, I'm going to add some more at the red line. Trying to trust the trend. Everybody tells me the trend is your friend, Clay. Just trade the trend. Okay. Meta is spiking. Hey, Eddie. In what direction is it spiking? I'm going to add right there instead now. Good. I'm looking to add at the red line. All right, somebody give Foggy. I don't know. I think he's always saying the same thing. I don't know. Do we ban Foggy or just give him a timeout? What do you think, Foggy? Ban or timeout? Looking to add at both those areas because this would be a beautiful candle. And come on, uptrend, like, come on. I'm sorry, I mean downtrend. Like, don't even have to visit the lows at this point. I mean, look how beautiful this candle is taking shape. Come on, fill me. Come on. Ugh. This just I can't. Yeah, I don't even know anymore. This action is just not for me. Okay, we'll see if it wants to get rejected off of the 21. If not, it just cuts like that. It just doesn't care. Now just slowly right back up it goes. What an absolute joke. As soon as I get out, it'll probably roll back over. So everybody get ready. Get ready for your shorts. I'm about to hop out, and it's probably going to roll right back over. All right, can somebody ban Timothy? I don't know who he is, but like just ban him. Just completely obnoxious at this point. I'm pretty sure it's the 4th iteration of whoever that is. All right, I got to get out. I don't, yeah. This market is just a joke. Beautiful, powerful, powerful downtrend. Not that I think that this thing needs to roll back over and crash, but I mean, it just straight right back up. So, whatever. If you are struggling, I am too. Not yet. Not yet what? Look at this. Just it don't care now. It don't care. Are we about to just go straight back up now? Maybe. Who knows? I know. I'm sure there was something in hindsight we could have looked at that made obviously that this was the bottom, and obviously this was, I know. That probably bounced off of like the Brazilian Fibonacci level, you know? Okay, somebody put Luke in timeout. I don't have time. Like, the amount of self-entitlement there that Luke just demonstrates is too much for me right now. Put Luke in timeout. What do you mean by entitlement? To show up late to something and then just expect that person to repeat something that they've already said like a million times already just for you because you were late? No, come on now. That's a little too... imagine that in like the real world. Again, the meetings. Live streaming and the real world is such a disconnect. Imagine showing up to a meeting late and then saying, hey, what's up? Just got here. Hey, what's going on? Like everybody would be like, did you seriously do you expect us all to sit through something all over again because you showed up late? Tell me where I'm wrong, dumb money. Is that not kind of selfish when you stop and think about it? You're late to a meeting. Hey guys, just showing up. What's going on? Right? Yeah, that was again, that would have been just even more pain. More pain. Hey Clay, been a while. Glad to see you during when I was 16 or now I'm 23. Oh man, you've been around for 7 years now. Cheers, Leo. Well, good to have you. I'm glad you've been with me since you've been 16. Man, that does make me feel old. Some dude's 23 now, but he's been watching me since he's been 16. That's crazy. Uh-oh, CD got cooked. Not worthy of a ban, though. Okay, somebody give Dumb Money a timeout. So he experiences what happened to this other person. He apparently does not understand the difference between a ban and a timeout. The guy really is apparently dumb. Give him a good chunk so he can really experience it. I heard you speaking in tongues in that spike since I was long. Oh, yes. Heard like in your mind because I definitely didn't. Because I'm just a... See, I don't... What am I supposed to do with any of this stuff? Clay, just trade the trend. I tried. But it came up too high against me before now it's rolling back over. Gonna trail stop. No target price. Fair enough. Yeah, it's yeah. To those of you that are thriving in this market, I congratulate you. Like, good job. I'm jealous of you. I'm not gonna hide that fact either. I'm jealous, but I mean, they're not mutually exclusive. You can be jealous and happy. Well, can you? Can you be jealous and happy? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. You can be jealous and happy at the same time. Look to the left. Look, no kidding. If you look to the left, E Sharpton, you can always find a reason for something. That's like the ongoing joke here. I'm sure that right there, that was probably the 27 EMA on the 38-minute time frame. That's probably what it rejected. Shame on me for not watching the 38 EMA on the 27-minute time frame. I'll take responsibility. So obvious. I'll try to keep an eye on that for that. Tomorrow you will see the 38 SMA and you will be seeing the 27-minute time frame. Yeah, exactly, Black Sheep. Okay, well, whatever it's about, nobody predicts, nobody knows what's going to happen next. This is a game of educated guessing. That's all it is. And anybody that tells you, no, I'm not guessing, I know what's going to happen. They are lying to you. That's an easy red flag that you are dealing with either a scammer or somebody that is very new and they're completely ignorant because they don't realize that this is not a game of guarantees. You don't use any EMAs at all? I got my one EMA. I got my one. My little trusty 21 EMA right here. You should have gone short 5. I know. I definitely should have gone. I agreed. I should have bought Bitcoin at $10 a coin too. Doggone it. What an idiot I am. Because I'm sure many of you bought Bitcoin at $5 a coin 15 years ago. And you are all talking to me from your private jets as you fly to your private island. You used to, but not anymore. Yeah, you got to find what works for you. Dang, newbie got it for $1. What an idiot you guys are. You only bought it at $5 a coin. Newbie bought it at $1. I trade support resistance now. Well, I mean, I would say I do too, but I still use the EMA doing that. Actually, when do you think is the right time to invest in Bitcoin? I'm not the person to ask about crypto. I'm not in the crypto game. I like dirt, like land. Stop. He lost his password. New entry set. Okay. This is how we do things here, E. Sharpton. Give us a trade plan ahead of time. We need 3 numbers from you. We need an entry point, we need a stop loss, and a target. Can you give us those 3 numbers ahead of time, E. Sharpton? Or at least in real time. You could have dirt land with crypto. Well, no, not while you're holding crypto. Like while you're investing in crypto, it's literally just numbers on a screen. While I invest in land, I can grow stuff on that land. I can go play out on that land with my kids. I can, have food on that land. That's the difference. But while you are actively investing in crypto, you're not doing anything with it other than staring at numbers on a screen. But that's why I like tangible assets, right? Clay, you can try trading. All right, just ban Foggy. The guy is confirmed a troll. He's not even trying at this point. Open season on Foggy. I give him that guy like 10 tries. Understood. I'm driving back in from lunch. All right, cool, Sharpton. Yeah, sounds good. Whenever you're able, we need a trade plan with 3 numbers. Dang, Travis, you're getting all these people. How many bans do you have on your belt today? Granted, like 4 of the bans have been the same guy. In fact, I don't know. That might be Foggy too. It's weird how some of these always kind of weird people, they're like never all here at the same time. Again, I'm not saying that that's the same guy, but we've had a lot of bans today, but it might, for all we know, it's been the same person that is just, I don't know, has some things going on in their life where they apparently find it entertaining to get banned over and over and over again. You can collect rent on that land. Crypto doesn't pay you. Yeah, that's true. Now, to be fair, there are property taxes that come with land. So it does have the reverse, a reverse dividend. But that's why I like, but to your point, the rent helps overcome that payment. But yeah, I'd prefer to be able to play on my investments. But I do still, I still own stocks, and I realize that can be, well, you can't play in a stock while you own it. Yep, that's fair. But that's why I diversify. But that is also why I would pick land over crypto at any point. Yeah, Travis is just, he's just a beast today. Crypto has the electricity tax to run calculations tax, and it increases. Yeah, I don't have anything against crypto. Like, I think but I would be this way anyway with anything. If you're all in crypto, I don't think that's good. Just like, but I would say that if you're all in stocks, I don't think that's good. If you're all in land, eh. What do I do here? How many acres do I have? Can I just give you a range of acres that I have? How about a range? Can we meet in a common ground there, Krager? Can I give you a range of acres that I have? What's oil doing? Oil's not doing anything right now. I guess it did kind of have a little bit of a spike there on volume. All right, see everybody, that AJ leading by example. That's what we're looking for. Notice 3 numbers, all ahead of time. At least if you go all on land, you have somewhere to go when you're homeless. That's true. That's true. The problem with land, you need too much money up front. Well, yeah, yes, that's fair. I'm not saying like if you're a 17-year-old kid to go invest in land. I'm just saying I'm for me, where I'm at right now, I am choosing land over crypto, but I am also at a different point in my wealth building journey compared to a 17-year-old. Yeah, mess og. I don't know what you're talking about. You have a problem in verification. I'm going to need more. Well, yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Well, I mean, no, Ty. You can buy partial coins, though, right? So you can buy fractions of a coin. Clay, how long did you buy the land? Well, I mean, I own several. Yeah, various times because I own various. I'm in the real estate game in a couple different angles. I'm stockpiling catalytic converters. What are those? No, you're fine, Krager. I'll give you a range. I own between 1 acre and 10,000 acres. There you go. There's that. That's the range. How long? Again, Compton, various time frames long ago. Holy smokes. You're supposed to trade the gold, not eat the gold, Compton. Those gold particles, don't be sniffing them, Compton. Trade gold. That's what you're seemingly you're finding a groove trading gold. Don't start to do the product, right? Isn't that what they tell certain industries? Sell the product, but they don't do the product. Okay, well, yeah, there's nothing I can do with you. I only use Take Profit Trader. I don't work for them or anything like that. So yeah, there's nothing I can do. You'll have to reach out to them. Press conference is over. Gotcha. That is a big range. I know that it was a big range, wasn't it? Almost like it was intended to be an answer. Almost like it was intended to be a non-answer with an answer. But I'm not going to confirm or deny that the range was intended to be a non-answer answer. Ty, I will visit that tombstone. The question, have you ever verified when you start? Yeah, I mean that's part of the process, right? What is that? The KY the KY NX verification. Clay probably owns the entire neighborhood. No, the neighborhoods in Iowa are pretty big, right? That'd be cool though. KYC, thank you. Iran's parliament approves bill to impose fees on the... Gotcha. Could be an interesting trade down here, just looking for the double bottom. So I'm potentially thinking about a trade down here. But I'm not totally committing to it. But yeah, maybe some kind of double bottom down here. Ever had Casey's breakfast pizza? I mean, could you ask any worse of a question? Of course. It's a great pizza. I wish it wasn't so expensive, though. Casey's pizza, it's good. It's so expensive, though. It's like $18 for a breakfast pizza, which is, I don't know. I don't know. I can get like 2 Domino's, almost 3 Domino's for the price of 1 large Casey's, so... Uh-oh. Is that a new dumb money or is that... Okay, that must be somebody. Oh, wait, no. I think I've seen you before. So you're not the guy that's in timeout right now. Ever look at Casey's gas? Oh, yeah, what is her ticker symbol? K-A-S-Y, maybe? That's true. Code Clay does cover breakfast pizza. Code Clay, all caps, feed some hungry kids. Code Clay, all caps, with your favorite prop firm. Gives you the discounts and feed some hungry kids. Now, full disclosure, I have 6 kids, but they are hungry. So I'm not lying either. Code Clay feeds hungry children. They do happen to be my children, though. Because like I said, I got 6 of them, and I can... Any of you with kids, you understand. Kids are hungry. And then teenagers are like, wait a second. And I have 1 teenager so far. So yeah, give it 4 years, and I'll be begging. Code Clay. I have 4 teenagers, 5 teen. She dumping? Huh? She's dump. What are you talking about? She's dumping. I see some consolidating right here. Although I am interested in taking this short if it does want to come back down through here now. So I will look for a short at the red line. That's AJ. That's there's a lot that goes into that, and some of it is just gut instincts, which can be wrong. So yeah, there's no that's not any sort of mechanical thing. From open, I mean. Oh, okay, gotcha. Context matters. Agreed. Yes, from open it has been dumping. Agreed. Okay. Gonna try to anticipate, or I don't know, should I wait to see if it breaks down through here? That'd probably be smart. I don't know. This is looking pretty heavy here. The bear pennant doesn't want to at least revisit those lows. Okay, I'm in. Come on. I did try to anticipate the break, and this has got me worried. It's not really breaking, but let's see if we can... Come on, get down to that first target. Again, I am short. This does not have me feeling great. Started to come down and see it come back up. My confidence is quickly dwindling, but I don't want to be overly impatient. But I was thinking that was a very key level, and if it broke, it would find some downwards pressure relatively quickly. And it did, but now with it bouncing back up. But again, I might be off a little bit on it. This market is good. It's where's it through? Well, I mean, considering I'm doing it right before your very own eyes, settled ink, I'm giving you enough credit that your brain cells function in a way where you can see the difference between me trading right before you and versus some random person needing to give 3 numbers. That is the assumption I'm working with. That you can make that distinction and see the difference. If not, I'm not quite sure trading is going to be for you. See, I literally cannot do anything wrong. I cannot do anything right in this market. It's such just a crock. That's true. I mean, that's the bright side. At least this is all occurring in a prop account. That is true, Raymond. It could be worse. How can you see? Check out this video. Because I don't remember how to set all that stuff up because I set up a long time ago. Black Sheep. But yeah, this video should help you out. Come on. Come down and hit my first target. If I can hit it, I'll get my stop loss in place. Come on. Come on. All right, that's close enough at this point. Either dump. Come on. Come on. Just hit that first one at least. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to let these... just in case it double bottoms. But so this will be a green trade. Now I'm just trying to figure out how big of a green trade because I want to see if this thing can not only revisit the bottoms, but who knows? Maybe even crash down through. But again, my stop is in front of the entry, so this will be a green trade. Right now, just trying to figure out how big of a green trade. Come on, hit me, hit me. Hit that next target. Thank you. Come on, hit the next one. I better scatter some more out here, huh? Just in case there's some sort of spike. So this is my last one in case it double bottoms. But if it can, this one includes, it means there's a break of the lows. But like I said, this will be a green trade. Just trying to figure out how big of a green trade. Come on. You gotta be kidding. You're gonna come. Yeah, there we go. Come down. Come down. That's as close as you can get without getting stopped out. Come on. Yeah, maybe that was like, maybe this is the double. I mean, it never hit those bottoms completely, but I mean, it's basically a double bottom here. Oh yeah, there we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. No, whatever. Let's actually, I'm just going to go for the breakout at this point. I want to give this thing, not that I think I can get back to green, but never say never. If I can really get a move, all it takes is one, and I could and as I speak, it's like, no, Clay. We're not going to let you have a banger trade, brother. Not today, brother. No banger trades for you. We're coming back out to stop you out, and then we'll roll back over. Like I said, I am short. I'm already in the green. I'm just trying to figure out how much green this could produce if it does want to roll back over. But right now, not looking so good. But let's see. Come on. Come on down, Cletus. Come on. Okay, feeling a little bit better. I could not have put that stop at a better place. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. Come on, give us a flush here. Give us a flush. Come on. Come back down. I'm about to get stopped out. And I am... Okay, once again, by the skin of my teeth, survived. Come on, flush through the trend line. I think this might be some sort of key dynamic here. Come on. We have a little miniature now. And my stop is basically like the top of this little miniature bear pennant. So come on, bear pennant. Little miniature bear pennant. Deliver for me, brother. Come on. Come on. This is my world of rainbows and butterflies. The bear pennant breakdown to hit these lows and then some. But not looking so good right now. Come on, come back down. And I'm about to get stopped. I know I've said that many times, but, I mean, come on. There's no way I survive this one, right? And I am... Dude, stop toying with me, Marky. Just give me a move. Come on, Marky. Who's Marky? He lives in Fort Knox in the basement. Marky, the market maker. He controls everything. Okay, that candle's not looking so good now. But the bear pennant's still in play. Just need it to break the bear pennant. Come on, bear pennant. Come on, brother. Do it. What? Are you all right, Snarf Snarf? Snarf Snarf might, I don't know. Come on. Wrong now? I mean, I say that with all due respect. Hopefully you're wrong. And I am stopped out. Because the market refuses to give me any... I mean, to be fair, that was a decent... But, like, I can't time... I can't... That trade is me summarized on the day. I just... You know, I'm yeah. I swear, if you dump right now, you may see a man lose their mind right in front of your eyes. If this dumps, you may see a man lose his mind right before. So hide kids, hide the women, hide the children. Okay, if this dumps, hide the women, hide the children. Look at this stupid tread lines. Let me guess. I'll delete it out and it'll probably work now, right? Let's see. Let's get out of here. Maybe that was the problem the whole time. What's that, Kit? Kit? Yeah, she clearly was not talking to me. She's probably going to go tell my wife, Mommy, Daddy said he's about to lose his mind. Tight stops, much butt. All right, somebody, not ban Mafia Bull. Put him in timeout, though. Absolute clown. Yeah, it doesn't look like a tight stop right now, does it? Yeah, he was, I think, I remember him. Yeah, he's already got a track record here, too. Yeah. So I think, I don't even think, I might have him confused, but if he comes back, just being a dented baboon again. And if this comes all the way, I want to get that trend line back in play, though. Yeah, Marky. No, it's not Marky Man. It's Marky. That's his name. It's Marky the market maker. Do I get short here? Look at this. Or it's just trying to fool me. I'm getting short. So that means I'm probably getting fooled. Come on now. Give me that break. Oh my, look at this candle. You can't, come on. Come on. Look at this candle. The failed bounce. We're at the trend line. We actually pushed a little bit through it. Go. Go. Be careful, fake breakout. Well, oh, you mean fake breakdown? I would consider this, I call these breakdowns because it would go down. I consider breakouts like upwards. I'm wondering if I add here. I don't know. Come on. Do I add? I think I have to add. This would be such a good looking chart with trying to add to a winner. I'm doing it. I think that's the right thing to do. Let's just see this thing open up. Give me some momentum. This tread line, it might be the end of me. What a annoyance. Okay, Sharpton, you never gave us a trade plan, or did I miss it? Did you give us a trade plan with 3 numbers, Sharpton, or are you literally just flapping your lips about stuff? Because earlier you said you agreed. Okay, yeah, no problem. I didn't. Where's your trade plan? You said understood, and then you didn't do it. Yeah, well, stop flap. Or have you been here before, Sharpton? Be honest. Okay, well, please give us a trade plan next time. Long wick on the daily. Yeah, whatever. This is just. I don't even know what to like. This is just stupid. All this entire, I don't even know what. I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's watching paint dry. It's just, I literally cannot get anything to work out. Beautiful looking candle here, up, rejected back down, and then now I'm just looking at this thing, Just, I don't know. Is this the short right here? Okay, I added. Blue line is my new average. Adding some more. See if we can get the rejection off the 21. Because at this point, even if it just comes down and tests the bottom of the trend line, I'll still be plenty green. Oil is bleeding. Okay. Well, hopefully oil starts to go up because I need this to go down and get below that blue line. Come on, come down. All right, yeah, I don't have any choices now at this point. That's got to be my stop. So either come down or I got to get stopped out there. That's my line in the sand. And whatever. Come on, dump. Come on, bounce, oil. I'm watching the oil chart. Bounce! Good, good, good. Why are you not reacting? Okay. Oil, I'm literally watching oil bounce, and now it just putzes right here. I mean, this is still a nice candle here, like, but I can't add anymore. I got my eye in the sand. I got my line in the sand, and it is what it is at this point. Come on. Go. I can't even hit that. Look at that. It won't even hit that first target. Go. Keep going. Go. Go! Just let loose. Come on. Go, thank you. Go some more. Go some more. Come on! Go! Go! No, I didn't mean to hit that. Oh, no. Crap. That was supposed to be the buy bid. Don't dump. Don't dump. I forgot that I had it here. I thought I was right there. Okay, somebody give E. Sharpton a timeout. I think he's been here before. He's still yapping his lips. Flapping. If you are short, I'll still cheer for you that this does come down through here, but that's going to be devastating. But who knows? Maybe I just lucked out. Maybe this thing bounces and I'll be sitting here like, I'm so glad I pressed that button. I guess that is still possibility that I just completely lucked out there. This freaking tread line, though. Holy smokes. The most annoying thing I've seen in a while. Now, I understand if you're a long, like this is like your knight in shining armor. I understand that, but it's all a matter of perspective. What a dirty turd. I guess there's no such thing as a clean... Is there such thing as a clean... No, and that doesn't make sense. Of course. Anyways. No, there it goes. You make it seem like gambling. Well, I mean, if you don't see the logic to which I'm doing here, then I mean, I would submit that you were probably very young in your chart vision. Like, there's actually nothing There's nothing complicated going on here from a chart perspective. It's actually a pretty straightforward chart premise. So if what you see seems like gambling, then I would just, to me, you probably don't have much experience. That would be my guess. Because there is definitely nothing fancy going on here. I mean, we're looking at a trend line and then just an overall trend. And again, literally the only thing that, like, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, you think it's inbound, Carter, or it is inbound? Because there is a massive difference between those two statements. Again, you think it's inbound, or like it's like for sure inbound. Okay, K-Dogger, we need some actual trade plans from you ahead of time. All we keep hearing about is all these winning trades that you have, but every single one of your trade plans is trust me, bro. That is so frustrating. I mean, again, I have nobody to blame but myself on that one. Nobody to blame but myself. I think I might be back in the green, actually. Like, overall. Because I had still plenty of contracts left. That is painful. No need to blame it on you. That was a me problem. $196, 210 new low. What does that even mean? That doesn't mean anything, K-Dogger. I can't count how many times a finger twitch trade. Well, no, to be fair, that was not a finger twitch. I just had my... I don't even know how it ended up over there. I think it was because... no, I had a hard... I don't know. I don't know why it was over there. But I forgot that it was over here. So it wasn't even a finger twitch. It was just... I thought I was right here. So I was going to scale out another couple right there when I was right around here. But then, yeah, I took myself out. In, stop, out. Okay, well, your out is not any... Your out does not mean anything. New low. Why do trend lines work so well on NASDAQ? Because I bribe Marky the market maker. My best trade is the trust me bro trade. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's weird how trust me bro trading is like 100% win rate. It's weird how that works out. Did that last week and it blew you up on it. Yeah, no, there's always a threat in this market right now of huge candles, which is why overall, I think you're crazy if you're not in a prop firm for that very reason. Like Trump, and this is even before the Iran stuff, Trump is like the best salesman for prop firms. If you are trading with your own funds in futures, I think you're kind of crazy. Okay, somebody give K Dogger I don't know. I don't need his arrogance. I don't know. I'll let you decide, mods. Timeout or ban him. I don't really care with that guy at this point. Just went and watched it back. You had it on buy. Okay. Buy bid. Then moved to exit. At exit. And then looked at another monitor. Yeah, but okay. Okay, but I don't know why I moved it over there in the first place. That's what I'm not quite sure. You're short from... Did you hold the short, though? That's the problem. What I don't understand about new low, to answer the question, is this. Well, how do you define new low? Is like new low 1 point, or are you looking for 10 points? I get it. Those are all new lows, but like that is just a word. Like what? Well, where do you officially say that you'd want to be getting out? That's what a target is. It was like Friday. We had a good laugh about it. He acknowledged, okay, that doesn't make sense. But the guy showed up, and I was trying to get a trade plan on him. He's like, well, no, I just trade concepts. And I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't work though. Imagine you call in your broker, and they're like, okay, where would you like us to buy? And you're like, well, I just trade concepts. The broker would obviously be like, well, sir, that doesn't mean anything. Like, what do you mean you trade concepts? Where do you want to enter your trade? Listen, I trade concepts. Sir, that doesn't mean anything to me. Where do you want, like, that's always funny when people can't give an actual trade plan. But like I said, when I pointed that out to the guy, he was like, okay, that's fair. That's true. Oh, okay, yeah. Dominic, that sounds like the Holy Grail right there. That sounds like the Holy Grail. Well, it's been quite the clown fiesta. I can't really do anything right, but hey, you know what? If you want to help support the stream, this is totally viewer supported. There was no sponsorships or anything like that. So like I said, you using code Clay with any of these prop firms I recommend Take Profit Trader. That is the way to ensure that the stream continues. Maybe someday there will be sponsorships and it won't matter if people use code Clay or not. But right now, code Clay is the way to ensure that the stream will continue, but it's a win-win. You're getting the current best deal, so whatever the promotions are or whatever your prop firm of choice is, code Clay, all caps, will unlock that for you. So like I said, win-win. You're saving money. You're helping to support a stream that you want to see continue on. So the epitome of a win-win. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good. I am spent. I don't know what's going on anymore. It has been tricky, and the trickiness continues. But thankfully, all this is within a prop firm context. So that's what's keeping me insane, and why ultimately I won't have a bad evening, because, again, that is just the power of prop firms. But I'm going to go ahead and call it good. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. So if you are new here, welcome. Great to have you. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Usually I show up early anyways, but if latest I'll be here is 11 a.m. But if you want to know exactly when I go live, then like I said, turn on the notification bell. Will help you in that regard. So like I said, be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Subscribe, and if you want to help support the stream, if you want to help feed some hungry children, code Clay, all caps, with any of these prop firms is how you can do that and make it happen. So thank everybody for being here. I'll see you all back tomorrow.